Okay, so we are going to start at the other part of this one. Just about a quick glance, okay, at the research, and yeah, you may notice where it is from. Okay, so this one just from about Ranchi Kumar. Okay, that this textbook I strongly recommend you to read. But the textbook at PSBU, they also use it for BA, right? For bachelor degree.
Do you have the soft it lecturer?
Yeah, I have. I will drop you all the source for this subject today.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever I just modify a little bit more about the course syllabus, and then you will get the syllabus. You will get the supported document. Okay, and PowerPoint slide will drop it along the way. No worry. So
Yeah, just thank you in advance.
yeah, so start doing it and review it here. And yeah, for the one who study in year 4 BA from PSBU, maybe you already learned this textbook, I strongly believe. Anybody from bachelor degree in PSBU here?
No, sir.
No one?
Which school?
Yeah,
Which
at this university right now, we can say.
uh,
Yeah, we also use that, and you may wonder why I bring this textbook here. Yes, and this one really step by step, very simplified, that easy to understand. But not all. We can say like the other part I will taken from other textbook as well. Yeah, so we are not going to use only one textbook here. Okay, so in here we will look at the overall part of the research process. Okay, and we will look at the overview of that part. Yeah, actually we have a three different pace, and totally there are 8-step model for carrying research. As you can see, like phase 1, deciding what to research. Yeah, it something about step number 1, formulating a research problem. Yeah, defining a research problem in your area, your community, or in your classroom, for example. And for phase 2, you start planning a research study. Okay, you move to step 2, you just start conceptualizing a research design. Yeah, whether you what do you want to apply in your research design in here. And number 3, start constructing a research design. Number 4, keep thinking about your sample. Who are your target population, and how can you select a sample in here? And step number 5, writing a research proposal. We can say this step that you want to need to do it in this course as well, about writing a research proposal in here. And then we can move to page 3, that you can see like conducting a research study. So yeah, we can say from this part, okay, we can say, yeah, whenever you complete this one, if you pass your proposal even, yeah, but in here, I'm not sure whether we have a proposal even or not here. Yeah, and then you will be able to conduct a research study here, means you are going to go and collect data. You got it? So just move to step 6. Yeah, you start bring things that you have prepared for your research proposal even, and start to collect data. And then, okay, as the data, the raw data in place, you are going to processing, you are going to analyzing and displaying your data. Okay, this part maybe in chapter 4 or chapter 5 that you want to combine with discussion there. And step 8 is writing a research report in some part, or start writing your thesis in here. But a research report for some university, they are different from thesis, right? Like we discussed last time. Okay, so we will go through it quickly, and we are not going to discuss furthermore. Yes, yesterday we discussed a lot and gone through from what you understood to unclear. And this morning, hope that will help you and guide you more to see the big picture of your research in here. Okay, so you can look at this one about a research process. We can see like this part, we can say
Did the same as the previous content you showed.
it's still the same.
Oh, 8. Yeah, we have 8 step. Conduct, pace, mental design, planning. But it's the same, but it's less summarized than previous year.
Yeah, okay, you are right. Okay, so this part we can say you still gone through the 3 different pages in here, and this is the main task that you're going to do. We can say, it demonstrate to the previous one. Okay, in page 1 or page A in here, you need to decide what to include or what to conduct in your research study, what research question to answer. Okay, so you need to formulate your statement of problem. Also formulate your research question to answer for this one. In page B or page number 2, you need to plan how to gather evidence to answer the research question. So some question you may not answer it immediately or directly without collecting data, right? So need to plan about how to get it. And then again, you conduct in page 3 or page C in here, collecting the required information. Through what? Through your interview, survey, or whatever, or observation, for example, through this part. And then you need to go through like from step number 1 to number 8 to complete your research study in here. Okay, so any question on this part? These are the journey for you to go.
Hello, teacher.
Yes.
About the page 1, about the research question to the answer. So how many questions that will be maximum?
It depends on your time frame. We can see, like we discussed yesterday, time frame are really important, right? If you have longer time, maybe you can add up more research question. So we can say like research activity and research question normally it just reflect to each other, right? Just adjective is just a statement, but question is just a question form again. So how many question? Okay. For we can say for master degree, I recommend like maybe the maximum maybe 3, but for other part maybe only 2 in some cases. Maybe good enough for your time frame in here. But anyway, just look at your nature of your research and consult your supervisor more for that. But mostly, since you are doing coursework at the same time, and you may not have many time to complete or work on your thesis in here. So in short one again, Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 research question is just enough for your time frame in here. But anyway, need to double check on your nature of your research. What are your statement of problem? What are the problem that you want to solve? Yeah, double check on that. I hope I can answer your question, Tarim. And
Yes,
just
sir.
I notice you raised up your hand, Edelman. Any question or anything you want to share here?
No, I want to ask a question, and I think
Yeah, please. Okay, that's mine.
She may has no internet connection.
Maybe. Okay.
teacher, can you hear me clearly?
Okay, Richard here now, please.
Yes, so I ask again about phase A and B. So the question, the question is depending on the topic that we research for. It's like the questionnaire that we are going to find or going to collect, teacher.
Okay, to this part, yeah, we can say it just depend on your topic. We can say like whether your topic is prefer to conduct in qualitative or quantitative. So qual and quant, we can say it will determine about the tool that you are going to use in here. Yeah, mostly we can say like if you use like a qualitative, the nature of that part it should be about interview, focus group discussion or observation, or some part they may use like a field note and so on for the video observation, and so, other part they may use the field note for that part. Yeah, and we talk if we're talking about all of those tools, it might be how different way, yeah. Even observation, which have different type of observation as well. Some just sit still and observe, some need your participation and observe. Yeah, and so on. Yeah, so to link to your question further, we can say about step A, phase A and phase 3, phase B in here. Yeah. So this part, we can say you need to keep thinking about your problem that you want to solve, and then you can formulate the research question to answer to that statement of problem. You can say if you can solve that research question, mean you can solve the problem that existing in your research topic there. All right, and what you formulate in this part, it also determine about the method or the design that you want to do there. Yeah, some research question, it might be need to conduct by using the qual, and other question might be need to conduct by quantitative research in here. Yeah, so that's why some study require you to apply make method, yeah, both qual and quant together. Yeah, but some they prefer to use only qual, and other one they may use only quant. Yeah, so for sure, this research question does determine about what you are going to plan next in here. Yeah, like yesterday that we have discussed, I also mentioned like your chapter 1 is really important. All right, since it will lead and will guide other chapter. We can say like your chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4 up to chapter 6. It will try to respond to what you have planned in chapter 1 in here. Okay, so that's my whether I answer your question.
Yes, teacher, sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so please be careful and do your chapter 1 carefully. Yeah, some part is easy, yeah, but it's really important. Yeah, like I mentioned yesterday as well. If it's blurry, the rest will be blurry as well. So plan it and prepare it carefully. Yeah, so that the rest will work very well for you in here. Okay, so anything else? Can I move?
Yeah, finish full. Okay, we'll move.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Okay, who can have and read this slide?
Okay, I start. Read is for you. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Research process methodologies differs due to underpinning philosophy. The process is the same for quantitative and qualitative research. Each approach uses different research methods for data collection, data processing, analysis, and style of communicating the findings. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Chum. Okay, so you can see here. Yeah, and we can say like methodology differ you to underpinning our philosophy. Yeah. There's some study we can say they may use the theory or philosophy to apply in the study in here. And then yeah, that's why we just have qualitative or quantitative there. It just depend on that part. But like we discussed so far yesterday, most of them are important to complement each other. Yes, the first one they prefer the quantitative, but later on they found that quantitative is really we can say like really the data based, and when they start interpret the data, it seems like not really friendly or lack of art in data interpretation. So they decide to create other one qualitative research study in here. Yeah, and remember this one, both method, okay, which have what, which have deep pros and cons, right? Pros and cons in this part. But in here we can say like when we talk about research methodology, it includes all. We can say not focus on the type of research method, but it includes all, for example, like sample or sampling technique, yeah, data collection tool, yeah, research design method in here. So all of those things, all of the things that we include in chapter 3, that's one that we call like research methodology. This is the difference between research methodology and research method in here. Okay, you look at the process, it's the same for quantitative and qualitative research. Yeah, not different in here. Different, what is different? Different only the, we can say data collection part, data processing and analyzing and style of communication in the finding. That they are going to be different. All right. Yeah, it's yeah, like I try to answer to that's my question at the moment. If you use quant, your data collection, your data analysis will be different. It should depend on that part. So, any question on this slide before we move?
Teacher, can you explain more? What does it mean in the pinning philosophy here we refer to?
Oh, this part we can say like and underpinning it just depend on the thing that you are going to use. We can say like I mentioned earlier, we can say like they should have a clear purpose of using method or methodology in the study in here. Yes, some they prefer to define based on we can say like they want to show it in the art way or the friendly way, and then they decide to use one. decide to use qualitative, for example. And about quant, yeah, some part they just want to see some part it really deeper as 3D picture or whatever that they can see from a different angle or that part. So they decide to use the quantitative. So okay, we can say like methodology in here. It's just different. It just depend on the theory that you are going to use. Depend on the perspective or the nature of your research question or research attitude that you want to solve. Yeah, it may tell you what are the things that you want to apply in here. Yeah, so underpinning philosophy means like from a different angle of that part that you that can determine about the method, about the tool or sampling technique that you want to apply in here. Okay, so
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay.
yeah, hope it will answer your question. Okay, yeah, but remember, we can say like in this part, that's why they need you to explain when you just come up to write down in chapter 3, right? Need to explain. If you decide to use quant, you need to explain why you use quant, not qual. If you use qual, need to explain why you use qual, not quant. This is the different philosophy that you are to do in here. Yeah, you use whatever you want, yeah, but why? Why do you use it? You need to write down and explain the writer or the committee about this one. Anything you need to clarify in Khmer?
Yeah, okay. You can a little bit in Khmer here. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
I also want you to speak in Khmer.
Okay, yeah. You can ask whenever you want. Again អញ្ចឹងក្នុងនេះព្រះអង្គនៅទៅគូទាំងអស់គ្នាអញ្ចឹងក្នុងmethodology បើយើងនិយាយពី methodology វាមានទាំងអស់បើយើងនិយាយអ្វីដែលមាននៅក្នុង chapter 3ហ្នឹងណាគឺវាមានតាំងពី research design វាមានតាំងពី data collection method មានតាំងពី tool ដែលយើងត្រូវប្រើប្រាស់ហើយតកតទៅនឹងការប្រើទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងវាអាស្រ័យទៅលើអីអាស្រ័យទៅលើទ្រឹស្ដីឬក៏អាស្រ័យទៅលើ nature នៃប្រធានបទរបស់យើងអញ្ចឹងប្រធានបទខ្លះវាចេញមកវាបង្ហាញពីប្រភេទនៃ quant ឬក៏ qual បណ្ដាជាការសិក្សាតាមបែបគុណវិស័យឬក៏បរិមាណវិស័យហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងណាបាទហ្នឹងវានឹងកំណត់នៅលើហ្នឹងតែ study ខ្លះទៀតដោយសារវាចាំបាច់ហើយត្រូវធ្វើដើម្បីឆ្លើយតបទៅនឹង research question ទាំង2ទាំង3ហ្នឹងឧទាហរណ៍យើងនឹងត្រូវការប្រើទាំងពីរទាំងបរិមាណវិស័យនិងគុណវិស័យយើងទៅអញ្ចឹងយើងប្រើ mix method ហ្នឹងឯងអញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុងដំណើរការនេះយើងអាចកំណត់បានថាត្រូវបែបម៉េចទេអញ្ចឹងហើយបើកន្លងមកខ្ញុំដឹកនាំមានបាទនៅសាកលវិទ្យាល័យពុទ្ធិកនេះក៏មាននិស្សិតដែលខ្ញុំដឹកនាំគាត់ឆ្ងល់ថាលោកគ្រូខ្ញុំអង្គុយធ្វើជាមួយគ្នាបាទឥឡូវនេះសារណារបស់គេ supervisor គេ approve អស់ហើយតែនៅឡើយតែខ្ញុំហើយដែរក៏លោកគ្រូមិនឲ្យខ្ញុំទៅគេបាទ research អត់ដូចគ្នាទេណាក៏បញ្ជាក់ថា research មិនមែនជាលំនាំនៃការសរសេរនៃការធ្វើកិច្ចការដូចគ្នាទេប៉ុន្តែវាអាស្រ័យលើ nature នៃប្រធានបទអាស្រ័យទៅលើផ្នែកមួយដែលយើងយកមកអនុវត្តហ្នឹងវាបែបម៉េចអញ្ចឹង research អត់អាចថាមាន2 research question ត្រូវតែ2technique ដូចគ្នាទេអញ្ចឹងវាអាស្រ័យទៅលើ nature នៃប្រធានបទវាអាស្រ័យទៅលើ nature នៃ research question ដែលយើង set បាទអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចបណ្ឌិតមើលថាតើអ្វីដែលយើងបាន set ថាបាទដូចក្នុង step បាទនេះក្នុង step នេះអញ្ចឹង research question វានឹងកំណត់បានថាកំណត់បែបម៉េចវានឹងកំណត់ទៅលើ finding របស់យើងបាទកំណត់ទៅលើ finding របស់យើងតើវាបែបម៉េចវាអាចឆ្លើយតបទៅនឹង research question ហ្នឹងបានឬអត់អញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងដោយសារយើងវាស់វែងដែលប្រើ research វិញ research question ចឹងនៅជាផ្នែកមួយចឹងនៅពេលដែលយើង design យើងត្រូវ design ដោយប្រុងប្រយ័ត្នតែយើងអាចមើល scope ហ្នឹងថាតើវាអាច cover បានអត់បាទវិធីសាស្ត្រខ្លះយើងដាក់ទៅវាអត់ cover បានអាហ្នឹងក៏ជាឧបសគ្គដែរអញ្ចឹងហើយបានប្រធានបទរបស់ research ទី1បណ្ដាលក្ខខណ្ឌមួយគេឲ្យយើងដូចគ្នាលក្ខខណ្ឌទី2វិធីសាស្ត្រវាអាចនឹងប្រែប្រួលអាស្រ័យទៅលើnature របស់វាអាចអាស្រ័យទៅលើ research question ដែលយើង set ឬក៏វាអាស្រ័យទៅលើ study gap ដូចថាជួនកាល study ហ្នឹងយើងមានគេសិក្សាហើយគេសិក្សានៅក្នុងឆ្នាំ2023 2024ប៉ុន្តែប្រធានបទហ្នឹងគេធ្វើពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹង qualitative ហើយគេប្រាប់ថាបើយើងចង់ធ្វើវាកាន់តែស៊ីជម្រៅទៀតមួយផ្នែកទៀតដែលត្រូវធ្វើគឺតើតើនឹងអី qualitative អញ្ចឹងបេះទៅលើ recommendation ឬក៏ future study របស់ researcher ហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចយកមកធ្វើយើងធ្វើទៅលើផ្នែក qualitative អញ្ចឹងវាពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅលើនឹងដែរអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងតើតើនឹង gap ដែលយើងត្រូវធ្វើបាទបើកាលណាយើងធ្វើទៅគេធ្វើខ្វន់ហើយយើងធ្វើខ្វន់ទៀត research របស់យើងនឹងធ្វើទៅអត់ន័យទេយើងចំណាយពេល1ឆ្នាំ2ឆ្នាំធ្វើទៅអត់មានប្រសិទ្ធភាពទេអូខេអញ្ចឹងអានេះសង្ឃឹមថាឆ្លើយសំណួរនេះបន្ថែមហើយនឹង clarify អញ្ចឹងពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងចំណុចនេះបាទយើងអាចចាំបានថា flow នៃការធ្វើ quant និង qual វាអត់ខុសគ្នាទេ process ដូចគ្នាប៉ុន្តែអ្វីដែលខុសគ្នាគឺអីគឺ use different research method បាទបើយើងប្រើ quant បាទសម្រាប់ data collection គឺវាអាចអីវាអាចជា survey បាទអញ្ចឹងវាតកតងនឹង number វាច្រើនអញ្ចឹងហ៎បាទ data processing ការ analyze ឬក៏ការវិភាគទិន្នន័យផ្សេងៗនឹងប្រើ tool ប្រើអីផ្សេងៗខុសគ្នាហ្នឹងបាទយើងអាចប្រើបាទអ្នកប្រើ quant ក៏អាចប្រើអីប្រើ SPSS ឬក៏ Excel អីដើម្បី display data ហ្នឹងទៅដើម្បី analyze data ទៅបាទហើយការដែលគេបង្ហាញអីផ្សេងៗហ្នឹងវាអាចនៅក្នុងអីបាទជាតារាងជាទៅតែបើយើងប្រើ call បាទអាចប្រើ in vivo បាទ software បាទហើយការ display វាអាចថាជា code ជាបាទជា word not number នេះអូខេនេះជា flow មួយដែលសំខាន់សម្រាប់ research process នេះអញ្ចឹងកុំប្រៀបធៀបបើណាការធ្វើការងារវាឡើងទៅបី supervisor តែមួយក៏ដោយលំនាំធ្វើតែមួយប៉ុន្តែលទ្ធផលអត់ដូចគ្នាទេអញ្ចឹងអាស្រ័យទៅលើ nature នៃ research ហើយបាទកុំឲ្យថាអង្គុយធ្វើមួយគ្នាថ្ងៃគេចាប់យើងអត់ចប់អានឹងយើងឆ្ងល់ Okay, clear this one.
Clear teacher.
Clear, right? Thank you. Can I move?
You can move.
Okay, I can move, right? Okay, this is a little bit small and blur. Yeah, but I hope that you still can see it. Yeah, since it's just a screenshot from the book. Yeah, type of research study from the perspective of objective. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, whenever you got a slide, please read this one in detail. I try not to read everything in here. Yeah, you can see like example about some part of this one. Okay, like a social economic characteristic of resident of a community. Yeah, so about aim of the study, you can see like describe what is prevalent regarding a group of people, community, phenomenon, a situation and program, and so on in here. And main theme, yeah, you can want to describe what is prevalent, and this is a kind of descriptive research in here. Okay, so those things that we can say, like you can see here, a different thing about the correlation research and exploratory research in here. This one, okay, mostly related to the the method that you want to apply. Yeah, and it will show some part about this one. So all of these things will limit about the tool, about the method that you want to apply. All right. You can see like exploratory research. Yeah, they may come up with a research question in here. Yeah, why does stressful living result in heart attack, for example? So this one again, it might explain about what? About correlation or association or in the independencies again, and why particular event occur. Yeah. So some part is the example of that one. Okay, I will not read in detail. Okay, you can look at this picture. You can see this will show you from step number 1 to number 8 that we discussed earlier.
Yeah, but here is more detail. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So okay, where will you start? You can say like here, you just start with formulating a research problem. Yeah. So in that part, we can say maybe some part your formulation of this part is just from your literature review. Yeah, that's why whenever you come up with a topic, you are motivated to download and read some relevant document about your topic. Yeah, that it may help you to define more about your statement of problem. Just like we discussed yesterday, some part you may read the existing finding, you may read the limitation or future recommendation of the future study in here. Then you may come up with a statement of problem on that part. Yeah, and this part you may consider a consideration and step in formulating a research problem, and also keep thinking about variable and hypothesis definition and typology. Yeah, you may come up with those things. Any hypothesis exists? What are variable in your research topic? Okay, and then come up with that can help you to formulate or choose a good research topic in here. Then what this one conceptualizing a research design. Yeah, so you start thinking about research design function. So what are the tools, what are the things you want to use, and also study design. Yeah, you start to design in your chapter 3 in here. Yeah, so which research method that you will apply, quant or qual, what are the data collection or sampling method that you will use, and who will participate in your study in here. Yeah, then you just move to step number 3, constructing an instrument for data collection. Yeah, keep thinking about what. Yeah, you need to look at your research method and tool on data collection. Yeah, really important. Research method will limit or set or point out the tool for the data collection in here. All right. Also, what? In this step, you also need to validate and make sure it's reliable of the research tool. Yeah, that some part you may construct it by yourself, but the way that you construct it by yourself really suffer. Yeah, you need to work very hard in here, all right, to get that part. But in your study, if you use a questionnaire, I strongly recommend you to just adapt or adopt from other researcher, but just conduct pilot study or modify by the panel expert. It's just good enough for that. And this one, it also might be to the field test out the research tool. Yeah, you need to conduct a pilot study as well before you collect data. Yeah, this is the mind map about this one. Yeah, for step number 4, you can see like selecting a sample. Yeah, sampling series and design. Whether you just use like a random sampling method or non-random random sampling method, and what are the technique particularly that you will use in here. So you need to decide. And then whenever you have planned all the things in here, start writing a research proposal. Yeah, this step number 5. Okay, content of the research proposal. Yeah, write it there. And define. If you pass, you can go to data collection here. Okay, this part you can say you start to collect the data, and then you may developing a code book. Yeah, coding. Yeah, in case that you just use data collection in qual or quant. Yeah, you can do that since you cannot use the real name of the people. Yeah, like we discussed yesterday. Yeah, some part you can use invented name. Yeah, but what we worry, it might be affect other people that not in your study. In case that the study really really sensitive, like the people who live with HIV or any other part. Yeah, that might be effect on the people that have the same invented name there. Yeah, to be safe, use the coding is better. And then it might be linked to the processing data. And then we can say like processing data is based on method of data processing. Yeah, using computer and statistic. Yeah, this part. Yeah, if you use like quantitative data, you can use yeah, maybe SPSS. Are you good at SPSS now? Yes or no?
We are not familiar with SCHS.
Okay, yeah.
We want to learn again.
Yeah, maybe you can explore. Yeah, at least you can install it and explore. Okay. Okay, let me find the file and send you, and then you can try to install and explore about it.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, so we can say like about this part, it there exists it does assist the researcher. We can say like I mentioned yesterday, for the one who just you call, maybe easy to develop a data collection tool, just a research interview protocol. Yeah, but really suffer as a data collected. Yeah, if they conduct interview, they need to transcribe. They need to read. They need to write down all of the recorded to into script. Yeah, word by word. Yeah, and then they need to coding by yeah, make it to be the main sim or whatever in here. Yeah, before they can analyze the data for their finding, which answer to their research question, for example. But for the one who just conduct the quantitative, yeah, they may suffer for developing the tool, questionnaire, whatever. Yeah, after they got the tool, they also need to conduct the pilot study. Yeah, they need to conduct a pilot study, make sure their tool is valid and reliable. Yeah, before they collect the data. But after the data in place and after the data in entry completed, yeah, they start click 1 or 2 click to run the statistic here. Yeah, by using the tool, particular tool that they prefer to use in that part, whether they want to use the descriptive or inferential statistic like correlation or t-test, ANOVA and COVA, whatever. And then they will come up with data calculated set, and then they start to interpret it based on those things. Okay, so yeah, quantitative, they can use this one obviously and easily, but not really easy as ABC here. Yeah, you need to learn as well, I can say. But at least it not really suffer to transcribe the thing. Just spend some time to clear and clean the data. Okay, it's just good enough. If you can collect data online as well, it really much easier for you to do it. Okay, so after this one, you can see like after this thing done, you just move to writing a research report or thesis in here. Yeah, a principle of scientific writing. Yeah, follow this one. Yeah, not just writing by using your opinion, but writing based on the data finding by the thing that you follow, or we can say like a technical part for writing research finding or research thesis in here. Okay, this one just only the note, you can see it by yourself. I did not clarify here, yeah, but it's just something that you can find. So this is
you can clarify here that they explain about the symbol here, operational stuff here, I understand, but you reputed theoretical knowledge, reputed intermediary knowledge. You can go a little bit here. Explain the symbol.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just only the symbol in here. You can say like yeah, operational step. You can say what are the steps that you have to do. Yeah, like this symbol, right?
Okay, here I understand, but the next two symbol, I would like you more a little bit here. Okay.
Okay, this part is just need you to explore more, like require theoretical knowledge, like this part. It really related to the point and really linked to the theoretical. We can say like it does have some principle or theory on how to do this one. All right. So the rectangle here is just some part that you need to explore, need to define on all of those things furthermore. So by using the keyword and search or surfing, yeah, you can learn more. How about this one about the oval or circle in here? Yeah, require okay in inter okay
Intermediary, yeah. Yeah. Intermediary knowledge here. I can see clearly.
intermediate
Small.
meta read, we can say like a knowledge in here.
Okay.
Yeah, just some part that it's just some part that just link to the other part. That we can say like the small thing that you can do, like for example, like this one field test of the research tool. Okay, this one mean like pilot study, for example. Yes, and about this thing, it's just about coding, about simming. Okay, for the data collection, for example. So those things is just not clear theory for you to learn. Yeah, but you need to mediate. You need to learn something about how to do it. For example, like literature review. We don't have a clear formula for literature review in your study. You need to what? You need to develop it based on your
Experience.
yeah, from your not
knowledge.
not your experience in here. You can say like need to review based on your statement of problem.
Okay.
Need to formulate it based on your research question. Yeah, normally we can say like when we talk about research question, research problem, you need to come up with the other 2 or 3 research question in here, for example. So using that to formulate your literature review, we can say. And in here we can see like literature review really important as well. Since you see here, it just related to all other component in the study, right? Yeah, it might be influence on the formulating the research statement as well. Yeah, are you read? you may come up with some clear picture of the problem. You come back and modify your statement of problem. Yeah, each review will impact on your conceptualizing research design. Yes, and yeah, as you read, you will see, oh, the gap is not about quantitative but qualitative, for example. It also impact on the constructing instrument for data collection. Yeah, based on literature review, you can construct your interview question. You can construct your questionnaire design. Yeah, and so on here. And this one also one really influence on the sampling technique. There's some part that it can be informed. And one last really important one, you can see one. You're writing research report process in here, and really important in the discussion part, we can say. You see, you review it in chapter 2, but it does important in the chapter 5, we can say, chapter 5 that you need to discuss. Okay, so this part that we can say, this is just the symbol, okay, that can show you something. But what are the things that really important? You can see like it's just how the dot line in here. Yeah, the straight line, it really compulsory. It really related to that part that you need to pay attention more, all right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so clear, clean after this one.
More clear than it was.
More clearer than.
Than it was. But not all. We go through.
Better understanding teacher.
Okay.
Because this is summarized. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it will help you more about that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so when you develop your writing, you can use that map and read more, we can say. Okay, in this part, I can say in Khmer, okay. ចឹងក្នុងនេះជាដំណើរការមួយដែលយើងត្រូវដឹងហើយមិនបាច់បារម្ភទេក្នុង research របស់យើងចាំរៀនទាំងអស់យើងសរសេរការទេអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែលយើងសរសេរយើងចាប់តាម explore ពីប្រធានបទរបស់យើងមកអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងយើងទៅសេពីអីយើងមើលនឹងទៅអញ្ចឹងកុំឲ្យយើងច្បោកច្បល់ពេលណាដែលយើងមានបទពិសោធន៍ទៅលើប្រធានបទទី1បើយើងប្រើវិធីសាស្ត្រមួយបានហើយដូចទៅយើងទៅសេខ្វល់បើប្រធានបទលើក្រោយយើងអាចសិក្សាទៅលើខ្វន់ទៅបើហើយយើង explore ពីវាបន្ថែមយើងអាចអានយើងអាចអីបន្ថែមអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងចំណេះដឹងតាក់ទងនឹងក្នុងនេះជាពិសេសតាក់ទងនឹងព្រួញដែលអត់ដាច់នេះបើថាវាជា compulsory វាមាន connection close connection ជាមួយគ្នាណាតែអ្វីដែលបន្ទាត់អត់ដាច់បន្ទាត់ចុចនេះមិនថាវាមាន connection វាអាចថាវាមាន connection ខ្លះវាអាចអត់ខ្លះប៉ុន្តែក្នុងការ review ពេលខ្លះគេមិន review តែតាក់ទងទៅនឹង research question ទាំងស្រុងទេរឿងខ្លះដូចខ្ញុំបានចែកតាក់ទងទៅនឹងសម្រាប់ master degree របស់ខ្ញុំresearch question អត់មានឆ្លើយតាក់ទងទៅនឹងវិធីសាស្ត្របង្រៀនផ្សេងៗប៉ុន្តែយើងត្រូវ review ដើម្បីយើងដឹងថាវិធីសាស្ត្រផ្សេងគេនិយាយថាម៉េចអត់អីបានយើងសម្រេចចិត្តយកតែវិធីសាស្ត្រមួយនឹងមកសិក្សាអញ្ចឹងយើង review តែដល់ពេលយើង review ទៅយើងបានយល់ចេះដឹងលើនឹងច្រើនអញ្ចឹងណាអ្នកអានគេអាចនឹងយល់ច្រើននៅក្នុងជុំវិញប្រធានបទរបស់យើងនេះតែដល់ពេលយើងយកមកពិភាក្សាសរសេរយើងយកតែផ្នែកមួយដែលពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងនេះ statement of problem ឬក៏ research question ដែលយើង formulate នឹងយើងយកមក discuss អញ្ចឹងការ review ទាំងអស់បើពេលយើង formulate literature review យើងមើលលើ nature ហ្នឹងហើយយើងអាចមើលទៅលើលទ្ធផលនៃស្រាវការស្រាវជ្រាវពាក់ទងនឹងធានបទរបស់យើងដែរបាទឧទាហរណ៍ថាបើយើងនិយាយពី best practice of using technology in teaching for example អញ្ចឹងបើយើងនិយាយថាហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវសិក្សាទៅលើបញ្ហាប្រឈមដែរយើងមិននិយាយតែបញ្ហាដែលជាដំណមានវត្តណាប៉ុន្តែត្រូវសិក្សាទៅលើបញ្ហាប្រឈមមានន័យខ្លះ chứ nhưng ai đăngទាំងpi đăngទាំងbài nhà bị số đăng tiếng ở vậy đây chỉ đo mình được bọn này cả đúng không sẽ xin những cái một thứ gì chứ bà an chán mà nhưng ai cũng đi từ lứa ca hiệu đăng lưu tiền bọn đánh chuyện này ok chẳng đi chỉ research process và chẳng thôi chán đó và dương mưa đi coi dương smart smart như thế phần đấy vì chỉ map model là để dương ai đăng pi chúng hiện này cả đài chẳng bà miền three man pace yes, three man paces to do like deciding what to do, planning how to do, and conducting the study. You can say there are three man paces here and 8 different steps to go in that journey. Right? Are you ready?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, okay.
Ready for your research proposal writing?
Not yet. Ready for this slide.
Ready for this line. If you are ready, the lesson finish.
Yeah, we got only a main point, not more detail about this.
Yeah, start doing it whenever you are ready. Start doing it. Like I say.
So not yet. Okay.
Okay, you can spend 1 or 2 minutes to read this one individually, read quietly.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is the other step, okay, in process of research, okay, another useful process in here. The other one we just have 8, but here just about another 6. Okay, but it just have some specification for each step in here. You can see like yeah, you can start with identifying a research problem the same, just specifying a topic and problem, justifying it, suggesting the need of the study for the for audiences, and then you can move to review literature, locating resources, selecting resources, summarizing resources. Okay, for literature review, and then come back to specifying a purpose of research, and identifying the purpose statement or major intended, narrowing the purpose statement and research question and or hypothesis. You conduct in the quantitative, and then collecting data after the same time from chapter 1 to chapter 3. Select individual to study, obtain permission, gathering information, number of words, okay, both qual or quant. In some case, and then just analyze and interpreting data. Break down the data, drawing conclusion, displaying data, and explaining the data in here. Like I mentioned yesterday, Don't just place your finding and it is consistent or inconsistent to the existing finding, but need to explain it why or how. Yeah, like I hope you still remember about the example of the yummy noodle, right? From the customer. That is the way that you can analyze. Yeah. And then move to step number 6. Yeah, reporting and evaluating research, deciding on audiences, structuring the report, writing the report sensitively, and evaluate the report. Okay, how effective, how good, or how bad it is. Okay, this is the other simple 6 step in here. Okay. If it's really hard for you to understand this complicated step, you can look at this one. Also can help you understand more. But in H, it does have some component there. Any question on this one? Clear, clean.
I have no question yet, sir.
Okay, no question, no answer. Okay.
Sure about the specifying purpose for research.
Okay, specifying the purpose of the study. Yeah, we can say what? We can say in study, yeah, you need to have clear purpose. You need to explain why you need to do this study. All right. For example, you can look at this one, like identifying the purpose statement or the major intent. Yeah, why it's important for you to conduct a study? Why it's important for the audience or the reader that will read your research report? You got the point? Yeah, it does really reply to
Yeah.
the research problem that you have to do. Why it was for you spend a year or even 6 months or a year or spend some money to conduct the study, for example. Okay, and then yeah, we can say like it really important to lead and guide your study to define toward that path and will lead to the research question and research hypothesis as well. Okay, hope I can answer your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
A resource here we refers to what? A resource we refers to the
Resource.
place. Yeah. We can explain more about resource here.
Okay, about resource, about article. You got what I mean? Yeah,
Article. Okay.
yeah, it can be books, it can be journal article, it can be media or magazines. Yeah, so yeah, you are reviewing, not reviewing other thing, but review the article, the existing information that you can find it from the reliable sources, we can say. Yeah, from the government website, from the policy, from the journal, books, or textbooks in here. Yes. Okay, and then those things are the resources.
Or the article that relates to our topic research.
Yeah, yes. Or other part, you can say you also can quote from the speech or address of the important people. For example, like from the Ministry of Education and Sport, maybe you can direct quote from the address of his the Hang Chunaron, for example. Yeah, also can be used that one. Okay.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, can I move to one more slide before we break? Okay, we does have some word in here. Okay, anybody can read. I'm not going to try to speak mic, but I shall read here. If don't have question, we can move to the next one.
You hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes, I
Press
want to
1.
read, teacher.
Okay, who will start first? Okay, so Venerable Superior, please.
Phase 1, deciding what to do. Step 1, formulating a research problem. Most important step because the following steps are influenced by the research problem. What do you want to find out about? Have you got sufficient funds to do the research? Have you got the time available to conduct the study? Have you got knowledge of relevant discipline? Do you have sufficient knowledge of skill needed?
Okay, thank you so much, Venerable. So, any question about this point?
Wait, I want to go through a little bit. Okay. Yeah, teacher, I would like you explain more on have you got knowledge of relevant discipline here? What does it mean here? Okay, thank you.
Okay, have you got knowledge of relevant discipline?
Yeah.
Okay, so this part you can say you can look at the main question here. Like, what do you want to find out about? About what? About your research problem here, right? So yeah, in this question, okay, like have you got knowledge of relevant discipline? Mean have you got knowledge of relevant problem, okay, or relevant to your research problem in here? You got the point?
Okay, I mean we said the sub skill related to our topic, yeah.
Yeah. We
Okay.
can say like some part.
Oh,
So
okay,
we can say like whenever you come up with research topic, yeah, you may come up with some information, some awareness of the problem. Yeah, but you need to conduct research to inform about what your understanding, what is existing in your mind, is it true or not in here, for example. So this part we can say like about what do you want to find out about here. You can say like find out about something that you already have some part in your existing information or knowledge, and then you just inform about that's why is it right or wrong. Rather than you just say but did not have anything to prove, mean you just use only your own opinion, not scientific in here. All right. Will I answer your question?
yeah. Thank you, sir. Okay, I got it.
Thank you. Okay, any other thing? No more?
So far, this slide I understand. I get it.
You got it now? Yeah. Okay, who can have and read slide number 2? We shall read. If no question, we can move on. Okay.
Okay, I
Well,
can have to read this.
Yeah,
Phase
please.
2, planning a research study. Step 2, conceptualizing a research design. What you find depends on how it was found. Select an appropriate research design, quantitative, qualitative, or mixed method. The design has to be valid, workable, manageable, be aware of its strength and weakness. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, and Mr. Nakri. Okay, so this part we can say like about page 2, planning a research study, and module step 2 about conceptualize a research design. Yeah, like you can see here, what you find depend on how it was found. So what? It depend on what? These 3 research design methods, and the design had to be one valid. Okay, it's real. We can say like it reliable or it valid to that part, and it can be doable or makeable, and manageable. Yeah, manageable within the time frame. For example, like if you have 3 months to do it, what are the things that you're going to do? Yeah, remember to be aware of its strength and weaknesses. It's just some part that you need to be aware. Okay, so any question on this part? This one? Just no, okay.
No, teacher.
Okay, no problem. Clean, right? And
So design has to be valid and workable and manageable. So how do we know it valid and workable and manageable about design? So how is design valid and how is design workable and how design manageable? So can more explain more a little bit here.
okay, valid, we can say like some part we need to test it. We can yes, like for example, like if you want to know about your instrument, like questionnaire, survey questionnaire, valid or not. Yeah, you can run like a Acrobat Alpha. Yeah, whenever the p-value of Acrobat Alpha is really high, I mean your instrument is validated. Yeah, it just can be applicable, can be go to the main part that you can you can collect the data for the main study in here. Like workable, yeah, whether your study is it in the we can say like in the scope that you can do it or not. For example, like you are in Cambodia and you want to go and collect the data in United States, but you just want to go and meet them directly, for example. Is it workable for you?
No, not.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe
not for this one.
Okay.
It possible, but it might be really costing, we can say. Yeah, if you are a millionaire, it's okay. Yeah, so but in some case workable in workable in case that you have some network in United States, and you can send the survey through the Google form or the other platform and have them to administer for you. It workable for you, right? But face to face, you should go and collect by your own. Yeah, really costing. It workable, yeah, but costing as well. Okay, and manageable, we can say like within the time frame. For example, like that you should have 3 months, like I mentioned earlier, and then you want to solve about 5 this equation. Is it workable for you? Yeah. So the more this equation or the result that you set, the more time you need in that part. So just set it within the part that you can manage, the part that you want to study, but you cannot do it, you can put it in the limitation in your study. That's one, it will help you to manage your workload in here. Yeah, some part. Or other part, we can say like you are too busy at your school. And when you conduct research, but you have a vision to collect data all over the country, for example. So it really burden workload for you. But if you are so busy and you can collect data between your workplace, okay, maybe it just might be good enough for you. You spend less time to assess the research site and as well the research participant. Yeah, save costing, save time. Yeah, this one is just manageable. Yeah, but if you ask permission your boss very often, oh, can I ask permission to go to this province to collect data for my research? And a week later you ask permission again, then maybe it's not really good enough for you, right? You will be overwhelmed. Okay, I hope that I can answer to your question. Yeah, so make sure it's just good enough, yeah, to it can be valid, okay, for that part. We can say like the make sure the data that you collect, it just can represent the truth or can show something about scientific finding there. Replicable is something that is possible for you. Yeah, and what is you can do within your time frame. Yeah, 3 months. Don't try to make it too big. Some part, whatever you cannot do, set it in the limitation. You can do it later on in other study, right?
Yes, thank you, Lecturer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. Do you want to break?
Yeah, really, yeah, why not?
Okay, yeah. Good question and good answer, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have about 15-minute break. Yeah, we are going to be back at yeah at 9:55. Yeah, we will go and complete this lesson, right? Okay, enjoy your break.
Okay,
See you later.
thank you. See you.
Yeah, thank you. Enjoy your coffee or toilet.
Goodbye, teacher.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, so welcoming back. Hope that you have a wonderful tea break. Okay, can we move on?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you can move on.
Okay. Okay, so we just keep moving on a little bit faster. Okay, people keep coming, and then my screen just starting something. Okay, yeah, so we will move. Okay, just move to step 3. Who can have and read this slide?
Okay, I can help.
Yeah,
Planning
please.
a research study. Step 3. Contracting an instrument for data collection. How will you collect your data? Contract a research instrument or research tool to select data. Interview schedule, questionnaire, note on observation, diary, interview guide, etc. Or use secondary data information already collected for other purposes. Do a pre-testing of your research tool pilot study. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Nakri. Yes, so in here you can see like step 3, constructing an instrument for data collection. Yeah, how will you collect your data? This is a good question. Yeah, we can say some part you need to construct a research instrument or research tool to collect data. Yes, through like you can see like interview schedule. Okay, in that part maybe you need also interview question protocol. Yeah, that you need to go and interview the participant or respondent in your study, questionnaire, note on observation, diary, interview guide, etc. Okay. Or other part, we can say you can use secondary data, information already collected for other purposes. Yeah, so that part that really important. Okay, and one last is just about what you need to do pre-testing of your research tool or pilot study. Okay, so do you have any question on this?
Lecturer, instrument here we refers to interview schedule, questionnaire, note, observation, diary, interview guide. That's right, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so do pre-test or your research. Teacher, can you give me example about we do the pre-test of the research tool pilot study? You can give example the real or your experience that you work as a supervisor at any university that you do the pre-test or the pilot study. You can give example. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, this part, any of you ever experienced to conduct the pilot or a pilot study here? Yes or no?
I have no experience doing the pilot, but not experience in the short research for data collection for organization has experience. We do the pilot. We, for example, experience in collecting the data, finding that village, but they do the pre-test 1 or 2 village to interview the villagers in 3 or 2 village. This pre-test it is short research during the 6 months. Okay.
Okay. Okay, do you hear me?
Yeah,
you can continue.
Okay, on my screen it seems like something loaded only me. Okay, yes, thank you for this one. We can see like normally for pilot study, after we adapt the questionnaire for that, and then we need to send it out to collect data from more or less the same target participant. Yeah, but make sure that those people they are not among the your sample that you want to collect for your main study in here. But yeah, we can say like that. They may have the same characteristic and demographic for that. Yeah, but for example, like if you collect data from grade 8 student, yeah, so you can choose the percentage that you can use maybe about 30 respondent is just good enough for the pilot study here. Yeah, so you just administer the data, the questionnaire to them, and then you can collect it as normal. Yeah, similar to your real data collection as well. And then after data collected, yeah, you need to run grow back alpha, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah, if the overall grow back alpha is high, for example, like you got like 0.60 or 70 up, yeah, it can consider as a good questionnaire item that you can it's just valid okay, for you to conduct the study here. It's just reliable for that part for the tool. But in case that it just got it lower than that, yeah, it can be modified or it can be considered to delete it from the questionnaire item there. Okay, so this is the way that we can do. So yeah, we need to conduct it with a different group of your target sample. Yeah, and then start to run and interpret it there. Clear, clean.
So លោកគ្រូចេះចង់និយាយកន្លែងdo pre-test ហ្នឹងឧទាហរណ៍ថាយើងយក sample 200 នាក់អញ្ចឹងដើម្បីប្រមូលទិន្នន័យរបស់យើងអញ្ចឹង
Yeah.
បាទអញ្ចឹងឧទាហរណ៍យើងចង់ធ្វើ pilot ឬ study test គាត់ថាយើងធ្វើដក10ឬក៏5ដើម្បីធ្វើ pilot អញ្ចឹងអសល់ប្រហែលយើងសរសេរក្នុងរបាយការណ៍របស់យើងយើង pilot អាហ្នឹងយើងទិន្នន័យយើងអត់យកយើងគ្រាន់តែ pilot យើងគ្រាន់តែសាកល្បងយើងអត់យកចូលសរសេរក្នុង data របស់យើងគ្រូហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងចង់និយាយគ្រូ
Okay ក្នុងនេះបានន័យថាក្នុងការធ្វើ pilot យើងនឹងរើសទៅលើអ្នកចូលរួមផ្សេងទៀតបានថាក្នុងចំណោម200នាក់ខ្ញុំលើកឡើងហ្នឹងបានថាយើងអត់មិនមែនដកយកតែ30នាក់ធ្វើហើយអ្នកផ្សេងទៀតអត់ធ្វើទេបានថាយើងរើសក្រុមផ្សេងដែលមានសមាជិកភាពស្តៀងគ្នាបាទមានបាទដូចខ្ញុំបានលើកឡើងថាបើសិនយើងប្រមូលទិន្នន័យនៅក្នុងសិស្សថ្នាក់ទី8អញ្ចឹង pilot study នេះក៏ យកនៅក្នុងកម្រិតសិក្សាទី8ហើយគាត់មានបទពិសោធន៍តាក់ទងនឹងប្រធានបទរបស់យើងបើថាគាត់រៀនភាសាអង់គ្លេសដោយប្រើសៀវភៅ textbook English for Cambodia ហ្នឹងគាត់រៀនប្រើដូចគ្នាអញ្ចឹងឧទាហរណ៍ណាបាទអញ្ចឹងយើងរើស30នាក់ផ្សេងប៉ុន្តែក៏មិនមែននៅក្នុងចំណោម200នាក់ដែលយើងរើសហ្នឹងទេអញ្ចឹង30នាក់ផ្សេងហ្នឹងយើងទៅ pilot ទៅបើថាយើងប្រម៉ូទិន្នន័យមកយើងយកវាមកបញ្ចូលទិន្នន័យ run គ្រូបាច់ alpha ហ្នឹងបាទមួយផ្សេងទេបាទអញ្ចឹងហើយប៉ុន្តែក៏ទិន្នន័យយើងដាក់បញ្ចូលនៅក្នុងជំពូកទី3របស់យើងដែរណាគឺយើង
pilot ហ្នឹងរួច
បាទ pilot ហ្នឹងយើងត្រូវ run statistic ហ្នឹងដែរណាត្រូវ run data ហ្នឹងដើម្បីបង្ហាញដែរដើម្បីបង្ហាញថាយើងពិតជាបានធ្វើquestionnaire validity តើតើនឹងហ្នឹងណាតែវាពិតជាត្រឹមត្រូវពិតជាអាចប្រមូលបានអញ្ចឹងបើសិនបើគ្រូបាច់ alpha នឹងកាន់តែខ្ពស់បើថា item ហ្នឹងវាកាន់តែ reliable និង valid នៅក្នុងហ្នឹងណាបាទប៉ុន្តែគាត់ថាក្នុងនឹងមួយទៀតសោតមុននឹងយើងធ្វើដល់ pilot ហ្នឹងយើងត្រូវមានការធ្វើ validate បើថាយើងអាចនឹងស្នើសុំឲ្យមានអ្នកចូលរួមដូចជា expert ឬក៏ advisor គាត់ចូលរួម validate ថាវាពិតជាអាចធ្វើទៅបាននេះអញ្ចឹងណាបាទយើងចាប់តាមទៅធ្វើ pilot អញ្ចឹងពេលយើងធ្វើ pilot យើងចង់បានតាក់ទងទៅនឹង reliability វាថាវាពិតជាត្រឹមត្រូវឬអត់បាទអានេះជាផ្នែកមួយដែលយើងត្រូវធ្វើចឹងនៅពេលដែលយើងប្រមូលបានហើយយើងបាទអាចថាជុំវិញ30នាក់គឺអាចទទួលយកបានដែរតែយើងអាចធ្វើលឿនហ្នឹងក៏បានដែរតែ pilot ត្រឹម30គេអាច accept ទៅបីជាទំហំ sample នឹងប៉ុណ្ណាក៏ដោយចឹងបាទយើងយកមកយើងនឹងដាក់នៅក្នុងតារាងមួយទៅថាលើ item របស់យើងពីច្រើនយើងបង្ហាញតែ overall ទេមិនថាបើសិនជា questionnaire ហ្នឹងវាលក្ខណៈថាវា valid វាអាចជុំវិញពីប្រហែលអញ្ចឹងណាមិនទេអូខេបងមកទឿនបែកធ្លាយព័ត៌មានណាបងsorry អូខេអរគុណ
អញ្ចឹងចង់បញ្ជាក់ថែមទៀតគឺមិញគឺថាយើងរើស200នាក់ហើយអញ្ចឹង pilot ហ្នឹងយើងរើសផ្សេងដោយឡែកពី200នាក់ហ្នឹងមិនអញ្ចឹងគ្រូអញ្ចឹងគ្រូនិយាយវិញថាទិន្នន័យនេះយកមកបញ្ចូលជាមួយនឹង chapter 3 ដែរអញ្ចឹងទិន្នន័យវាអត់មានលំអៀងឬក៏អត់មានអីគ្រូហ្នឹងដល់វាថាយើងយកបញ្ចូលជាមួយ200នាក់ហ្នឹងដែរ
អត់ទេអត់ដាក់ចឹងទេតែអញ្ចឹងគឺខុសហើយមានន័យថាយើងធ្វើ pilot គឺ pilot ខុសពីក្រុមហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងក្រុមតែ200នាក់យើងយកហ្នឹងយើងដាក់បំបែកគ្នាបើថា30នាក់យើងដាក់តែសម្រាប់ pilot ទេ
បាទ
ហើយ200នាក់ផ្សេងហ្នឹងគឺយើងធ្វើសម្រាប់ main study ដែលយើងនឹង display តន័យនៅក្នុងជំពូកទី4បាទអញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់ main data collection ហ្នឹងគឺយើង collection ទៅលើ target population target sample របស់យើងហ្នឹងយើងយកមកសម្រាប់ study ហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងលទ្ធផលសម្រាប់ pilot study ផ្សេងលទ្ធផលសម្រាប់ main study ហ្នឹងគឺផ្សេង
បាទអញ្ចឹងតាមវាភាសាមិញដែលគេធ្វើ pilot ហ្នឹងគ្រប់ research ទាំងដែលគេធ្វើ pilot ហ្នឹងគោលបំណងវាគឺគេចង់ដឹងថាតើinstrument របស់យើងនឹងអាចធ្វើទៅបានអាចប្រមូលទិន្នន័យបានពិតប្រាកដ reliable គោលបំណងវាអញ្ចឹងវា
យ៉ាអញ្ចឹងដើម្បីយើងដឹងថាឧបករណ៍នឹងប្រើប្រាស់បានអត់យើងចាំដូចយើងតេស្តឧបករណ៍មុនយើងនេះអញ្ចឹងណាបានថាមុននឹងយើងបើឡើង online គេពីចឹងគេឲ្យយើងតេស្ត microphone តេស្តកាមេរ៉ាអាចប្រើបានអត់ចឹង while waiting យើងអាច testing អញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងដូចគ្នាបើថាជៀសវាងការដែលយើងទៅប្រមូលទិន្នន័យហើយស្រាប់តែគណៈកម្មការថាអត់ទេទិន្នន័យអត់គ្រប់ជ្រុងជ្រោយត្រូវទៅប្រមូលបន្ថែមឬក៏ប្រមូលឡើងវិញឧទាហរណ៍ណា
បាទ
អញ្ចឹងវានឹងខាតពេលវេលាយើងអញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវរក evidence មួយបង្ហាញថាណែមុននឹងទៅប្រមូលទិន្នន័យជាក់ស្ដែងខ្ញុំបានធ្វើតេស្តហើយអញ្ចឹង
បាទ
អត់មានហេតុផលទេត្រូវខ្ញុំទៅប្រមូលឡើងវិញឧទាហរណ៍
បាទអញ្ចឹងគឺសង្សួរបញ្ជាក់ថែមបន្តិចជាធម្មតារបាយការណ៍លក្ខណៈវិទ្យាសាស្ត្រឲ្យត្រឹមត្រូវដែលគេទទួលស្គាល់sample ប្រមាណដែលយើងអាចយកមកធ្វើជាដែលកំណត់ថាចំនួនប្រមាណដែលយើងធ្វើជា pilot ដើម្បីត្រូវតាមលក្ខណៈវិទ្យាសាស្ត្រ
សម្រាប់ pilot ឬក៏បែបម៉េចដែរ
pilot យើងធ្វើ pilot
pilot គេមានឯកសារយោងមិនថាជុំវិញ30នាក់ហ្នឹងទោះបីជាទិន្ន population មកលោកប៉ុណ្ណាក៏អត់បញ្ហាដែរយើងយកតែ30នាក់មកតេស្តទៅយើងអាចដឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងណា
បាទ
នេះ30នាក់ហ្នឹងគេទទួលស្គាល់ជាសកលហើយណាបាទ
បាទអរគុណច្រើនគ្រូចា៎
អរគុណហើយនៅវិធីសាស្ត្រនៃការជ្រើសរើស sample size យើងនឹងទៅចែកនៅក្នុងមេរៀនមួយដែលខ្ញុំសង្ខេបពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងតកតនឹង quant និង qual ណាបាទហើយមាន assignment មួយចំនួនដែលនេះយើងនឹងត្រូវចូលទៅរួមធ្វើបទបង្ហាញដែរអញ្ចឹងតែក៏ខ្ញុំនឹងព្យាយាមសង្ខេបនៅលើជុំវិញ4ជំពូកបាទដែលនឹងជាដើមទុនសម្រាប់ការធ្វើ research proposal បាទដើម្បីបានធ្វើលើហ្នឹងណាបាទអរគុណច្រើនបាទព្រះអង្គឬក៏លោកគ្រូផ្សេងមានអីជាសំណួរអាចនិមន្តបានព្រះអង្គបើសិនជាមានបាទអាចនិមន្តជាខ្មែរក៏បានអង់គ្លេសក៏បានគេអត់ចាំបាច់ថាត្រូវតែអង់គ្លេសភាសានេះវាត្រូវការ clarify
Very good.
បាទច្បាស់ហើយណា Okay can we move Do you still see the screen?
Yeah, we see.
Okay. Then on my screen it just disappeared. The red line is why I bought it. Okay, so can I move to the next one?
Yes.
You can move.
Okay, let's move to step number 4. Yeah, who can read this one?
Let me have, teacher.
Yeah, please.
Step 4, selecting a sample. Who will take part in your research? Select appropriate sample participants to represent the study population. Avoid bias, random probability sample, non-random, non-probability sample. Be aware of strengths and weakness of different sampling methods. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chinese Savant. Okay, any question on this one? Rather than just go and repeat. Yeah, we can say like the first question that can lead to this one. You can say like who will take part in your research? Yeah, you need to identify who are they, right?
The participant that related to the topic of the researcher.
Yeah. So who will be your participant or your respondent, we can say. They will join and provide you with information. Okay, this one you see like select appropriate sample or participant to represent the study population. Yeah, really important one. Avoid bias. You know bias?
No, I'm not sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Avoid bias. We can see like for example, like if you have experiment study, you may have control group and experiment group, right? So here's some part that you do. We can say like you try to find out the one who just get some treatment will be better, or the one who just did not get any treatment and they can recover from the illness or not in here. Yeah. So this one you need to do it carefully. Okay, not when you just get your data collection, you just select only the one that healthy, yeah, a strong body to do that, and then you can say, oh, without medicine or without vaccinate, okay, they still survive, they still can be recovered from this part. Okay, so that finding will be biased. But in case that you just select the sample with the variety, or diversity of that part. Yes, some may have strong, some medium, and some really weak one. Maybe it's just some part that can represent for those things. Okay, so you can use like random or probability sampling. Yeah, like the dice, throwing the die, for example, right? So a different color that you can see like the pattern, and then you can choose them to be your sample pattern here. Without knowing who will be that, okay, you can use lucky draw or use a different technique for randomization. Yeah. And other part you can say like non-random or non-probability sample. Yeah, mostly you use it for the qualitative study. That some part you may use convenience sampling, some part you may use purposive sampling method. Yeah. Or snowball. Yeah, some part you can say like use snowball. Yeah, like some sensitive cases, you may use snowball as well. Okay, don't forget because mostly be aware of strength and weaknesses of different sampling methods. You need to know about those things, right? Yeah, whatever you use, you need to know. You need to understand about the technique that you use. Really important one. Okay, anything you need to clarify in Khmer, in English, let me know.
លោកគ្រូតកតងនឹង participant ហ្នឹងឧទាហរណ៍យើងរើសគាត់ជា appropriate តែវាគាត់ដឹងរឿងហ្នឹងហើយប៉ុន្តែគាត់ចម្លើយរបស់គាត់ហ្នឹងអត់ដូចគ្នាគ្រូតើយើងធ្វើម៉េចដើម្បីឲ្យបាន reliable report ឬ article ហ្នឹងពីគាត់ទៅគាត់ទៅសួរគាត់ participant វា relate វា appropriate តែគាត់ដឹងប៉ុណ្ណេះគាត់ចម្លើយរបស់គាត់ហ្នឹងផ្សេងគ្នាគ្រូអាហ្នឹងយ៉ាងម៉េចដែរយើងដើម្បីទទួលបានទិន្នន័យនឹងជាក់លាក់ហើយបាទអរគុណច្រើនគ្រូបាទ
អរគុណច្រើនគ្រូបាទជាការប៉ັດបើថាយើងអានេះបើថាក្នុងនេះយើងចង់បានចម្លើយយើងចង់បានតែក៏ការ research មិនមែនអញ្ចឹងទេការ research ត្រូវបើយើងមានចម្លើយក្នុងចិត្តពិតមែនប៉ុន្តែបើថាយើងចង់ដឹងពីការយល់ឃើញរបស់អ្នកចូលរួមអញ្ចឹងគាត់ឆ្លើយ whatever អានឹងជាចម្លើយរបស់គាត់ជាការយល់ឃើញរបស់គាត់អញ្ចឹងយើងជាអ្នក researcher យើងមានសិទ្ធិមួយតែយើងចំណាប់បើសិនយើងសម្ភាសគាត់ប្រើក្នុងលក្ខណៈqualitative យើងចាប់ sim ហើយយើងទាញមកថាឥឡូវយើងរកឃើញលទ្ធផល1 2 3អញ្ចឹងអ្វីយើងរំពឹងថាចម្លើយវាអាចថាខុសហ្នឹងប៉ុន្តែអ្វីដែល surprise សម្រាប់ finding មួយយើងរកឃើញថាគាត់សម្រាប់អាហារដែលគាត់ញ៉ាំហ្នឹងគាត់គិតថាគាត់គិតនៃផ្សេងឧទាហរណ៍អញ្ចឹងណាបាទតែពេលចេញមកចម្លើយវាអាចនឹងខុសតែយើងអាចនឹងចាប់ sim យើងចាប់ group វាថាឥឡូវបើសិនជាគាត់គិតថាអាហារហ្នឹងវាអត់ឆ្ងាញ់ដោយសារកត្តាផ្សំគ្រឿងដោយសារកត្តាអនាម័យកត្តា decor ឧទាហរណ៍ដូចយើងទៅចែកញ៉ាំសមិញអានេះយើងអាចដាក់វាមក sim ទៅបាទហ្នឹងដែលជាផ្នែកមួយហើយទៀតបើយើង go to beyond ទៅលើហ្នឹងបាទមានអ្នកផ្សេងគាត់និយាយថាអូខេបាទដូចយើងទៅចែកមកផ្សេងថាបើសិនជាហាងហ្នឹងថាគាត់អាចថាអូហាងហ្នឹងវាអត់ឆ្ងាញ់ឬក៏កាទៀវហ្នឹងវាឆ្ងាញ់ប៉ុន្តែបើប្រៀបធៀបជាមួយនឹងបាយឬក៏អីផ្សេងនៅក្នុងហាងហ្នឹងបាទមានតែកាទៀវហ្នឹងញ៉ាំកាទៀវមកផ្សេងយើងញ៉ាំអត់កាទៀវឧទាហរណ៍ណាអញ្ចឹងតួនាទីរបស់ researcher យើងមិនអាចទៅប្រើ guided question ឬក៏ leading question ទេអញ្ចឹងអាចនឹងជាចំណុចមួយដែល researcher ត្រូវប្រយ័ត្នដែរតែកាលណាយើងឲ្យ clue គាត់ឲ្យ guided ឬក៏ leading question នឹងទៅគាត់នឹងឆ្លើយមកដោយអ្វីយើងចង់បានលទ្ធផលហ្នឹងគឺបាយហើយអញ្ចឹងឧឈឹមហើយនឹងបងដោយលឺងប់នេះអញ្ចឹងសំណួរធ្វើម៉េចបាននេះយើងត្រូវធ្វើម៉េចជៀសវាងឲ្យមានការ leading ឲ្យគាត់ឆ្លើយទៅតាមអ្វីយើងចង់បានហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងការធ្វើ research គឺយើងចង់ដឹងពីការយល់ឃើញរបស់គាត់ម្នាក់ហ្នឹងគាត់យល់ឃើញថាម៉េចហើយយើងប្រមូលថាឥឡូវអ្នកដែលឆ្លើយដូចគ្នាមានប្រមាណអ្នកដែលឆ្លើយខុសគ្នាមានប្រមាណអ្នកស្តៀងគ្នាមានប្រមាណអ្នកអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងយើងគ្រាន់តែកាត់ថាវាមកបាទអត់អាចថាយើងគិតឃើញអញ្ចឹង research finding ត្រូវតែអញ្ចឹងទេបាទអញ្ចឹង research finding គឺលក្ខណៈយើងធ្វើលក្ខណៈដូចជំរឿនអញ្ចឹងការជំរឿនមតិឬការយល់ឃើញរបស់មនុស្សហ្នឹងហ ហើយបានយើងទាញចេញជាសេចក្តីសន្តានមួយតោះនេះគ្រូឈឹម
បាទលោកគ្រូបាទអរគុណលោកគ្រូបាទ
បាទអញ្ចឹងការ bias នេះគឺយើងប្រយ័ត្នបារម្ភនេះគឺការ bias បែបនេះជាងកាលស្អីយើង research យើងយល់ឃើញថាកស្អីដល់ពេល participant ដាក់ខមកយើងថាអត់ទេកំណត់នេះយើង ignore ចោលយើងយកកតាមយើងយល់ឃើញវិញអាហ្នឹងគឺវានឹងដឹកនាំទៅកាន់ភាពលំអៀងហ្នឹងជាការលំអៀងនៅក្នុងការវិភាគចម្លើយហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងក្នុងហ្នឹងគេឲ្យយើងប្រយ័ត្នមែនតើបើកាលណាយើងធ្វើអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចកែប្រែបានទេចឹងថាបើយើងធ្វើ research ពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងbusiness ឬក៏ជំនួយណាមួយឬក៏ផលិតផលណាមួយអាហ្នឹងត្រូវយកភាពជាក់ស្ដែងមកវិភាគហើយត្រូវ recommend បែបម៉េចវិញតែបើយើងព្យាយាមទាញតាមយើងលទ្ធផលហ្នឹងអត់អាចព្យាបាលបានទេអត់អាចដោះស្រាយបញ្ហាហ្នឹងបានទេអញ្ចឹងតួនាទី researcher គឺមានក្រមសីលធម៌មួយត្រូវតែឯករាជ្យហើយត្រូវតែបាទអព្យាក្រឹតឬក៏យកទិន្នន័យជាក់ស្ដែងយកមកវិភាគហើយនឹងបកស្រាយលឿនហ្នឹងបាទអត់អាចទៅអង្គុយធីកខ្លួនឯងកែទិន្នន័យកែទាញទៅតាមការយល់ឃើញរបស់យើងបានទេណាបាទទោះបីជាគេយល់ឃើញភាគច្រើនបែបម៉េចក៏ដោយប៉ុន្តែ finding យកឃើញថាវាអញ្ចឹងចឹងដូចយើងមើលដូចរបាយការណ៍ពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹង COVID-19 ដែលដុកទ័រម្នាក់រកឃើញហើយគាត់ report ទៅអត់មានអ្នកស្ដាប់គាត់បាទចឹងនឹងជារឿងមួយដែលគួរឲ្យសោកស្ដាយយ៉ាងនេះចឹងថាគ្រប់គ្នាថាអត់មានរឿងហ្នឹងកើតឡើងដល់ពេលគាត់រកឃើញអាហ្នឹងបាទដល់ពេលបើអត់ជឿជាក់លើ finding របស់គាត់ចឹងលទ្ធផលវាបែកធ្លាយវា spread ទូទាំងពិភពលោកហ្នឹងចឹងណាអាហ្នឹងគឺជាផ្នែកមួយចឹង research គឺជាអ្នកដែលត្រូវរកឲ្យឃើញពីចំណុចមួយដែលអាចថាមនុស្សគិតឃើញឬក៏អាចថាអត់តន់គិតឃើញប៉ុន្តែវាអាចនឹងបង្ហាញទៅលើលទ្ធផលហើយunexpected finding ហ្នឹងជារឿងមួយដែលមានតម្លៃល្អសម្រាប់ study វាមានគុណតម្លៃចឹងហើយបាននៅក្នុងការជ្រើសរើស sample បើសម្រាប់ quant គេ prefer non random random ឬក៏ probability probab បាទ probab មេរៀន probab គណិតវិទ្យាហ្នឹងគេយកហ្នឹងមកដើម្បី select ថាចាប់ឆ្នោតចាប់អីចឹងណាបាទអញ្ចឹងគេរាប់បាទ1 2 3យក1ឬក៏1 2 3 4យក1អាហ្នឹងគេអាចតាមការធ្វើ probab បែបហ្នឹងហើយគេរើស sample មកមានចម្រុះឲ្យគេមានពណ៌ក្រហមពណ៌សពណ៌លឿងហ្នឹងទើបវាអាច represent បានបើយើងយកតែមកពណ៌យកមកដាក់ឲ្យយើងធ្វើទូទៅកម្មសម្រាប់ population ទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងអាហ្នឹងលទ្ធផលហ្នឹងវាអាចនឹង bias ទៅលើក្រុមណាមួយអញ្ចឹងតែបើយើងមានចម្រុះអញ្ចឹងពេលលទ្ធផល finding យើងរកមកនេះលទ្ធផលចេញមកតែ2ប៉ុន្មាន4នាក់ប៉ុន្តែវានឹង represent the whole group បាទ target population គឺអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចទាញទូទៅកម្មបានបាទ generalization បានណាបាទតែបើយើងយកតែមកក្រុមកំហុសហើយយើងមកទាញទាំងអស់អានឹងវា bias ទៅកំហុសមកអញ្ចឹងណានេះជាឧទាហរណ៍បាទ
ទៅវាដល់ដល់ពេលអត់ probability វាអាហ្នឹងមិនវិញគឺយើងចាប់យកតាមនេះមកឬយ៉ាងម៉េច
non probability បើន័យថានឹងយើងអាចតាម purpose បើដូច purposive sampling យើងជួបអ្នកណាសម្ភាសអ្នកហ្នឹងបាទជួបឲ្យតែយើងដឹងថាគាត់ធ្លាប់រៀនអង់គ្លេសឲ្យគាត់ជួយបំពេញ questionnaire បាទអាហ្នឹងយើងអាចដឹងថាយើងក៏សួរថាធ្លាប់រៀនអង់គ្លេសអត់ធ្លាប់រៀនមកជួយបំពេញ questionnaire មួយឬក៏អាចចូលរួមសម្ភាសបានអត់បាទហ្នឹងជា purposive sampling method ដែរ
ហ្នឹងអត់បាយអើយគូយើងអត់បាយអើយ
អាហ្នឹងវាអាចវាមានគុណសម្បត្តិនិងគុណវិបត្តិវាអញ្ចឹងបាននេះគេប្រាប់យើងថានេះត្រូវដឹងពី strength និង weaknesses របស់វិធីសាស្ត្រមួយហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងណា
បាទ
អញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវដឹងថាឥឡូវបើយើងប្រើ random បែបម៉េចបាទ random វាអាចថាវាអត់បានជួនកាលអាចចាប់ទៅអត់ប៉ះចំអ្នកដែលអត់មានបទពិសោធន៍រៀនហ្នឹងក៏ទិន្នន័យនេះវាមកឬមួយផ្សេងអញ្ចឹងណាបាទតែបើយើងធ្វើក្នុងលក្ខណៈថាយើងផ្ដោតលើអ្នករៀនភាសាអង់គ្លេសពេលខ្លះអានេះវាអាចល្អភាសាច្រើនតែវាមានគុណសម្បត្តិនិងគុណវិបត្តិរបស់វាអញ្ចឹងជា researcher ត្រូវដឹងលើហ្នឹងណាបាទត្រូវដឹងទៅលើប្រភេទនៃបាទ pro and con របស់វាមួយហ្នឹង
អរគុណច្រើនលោកច្បាស់ជាងមុនបាទ
អរគុណបាទ bạn chẳngដើម្បី ជៀសវាង bias យើងអាចមើលតាមវិធីមួយនឹងបាទអញ្ចឹងbạnថាមួយណាអន់មួយណាល្អទេគាត់ថាវានឹងជួយយើងបានដឹងថាបើយើងប្រើវិធីសាស្ត្រមួយវានឹងមានគុណសម្បត្តិបែបម៉េចវាមានគុណវិបត្តិបែបម៉េចអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងត្រូវដឹងពីវានេះ clear clean បាទអ្នកស្ងាត់យល់ណាព្រះអង្គអត់ឮសូសំណួរឬមានអីមិនថាយល់ឡើយណាបាទខ្ញុំមកសាមចិនខ្ញុំវាអញ្ចឹង Okay, can we move on?
We can move here. Okay.
Okay, move to step 5. Who can read this one? Yeah, who did not read it, please?
Teacher, let me try.
Yeah, please.
Planning a research study. Step 5, writing a research proposal. Write a detailed plan about your research. What are you proposing to do? How you plan to proceed? Why you select the proposed strategy?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Pisset. Okay, any question or part you want to clarify on this slide? Writing a research proposal here. Yes. Don't forget to tell the reason why. This is really important for your set, especially about your methodology chapter. Yeah, need your explanation why.
Teacher សូមប្រយោគអាចចុងក្រោយនឹងproposed strategy នឹងគឺចង់និយាយពីអី
proposed strategy បានថាយើងវាពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងអ្វីយើងប្រើដូចជាក្នុងវិធីសាស្ត្រស្រាវជ្រាវដែលយើងប្រើ quant ហើយយើងប្រើ quant ហើយយើងប្រើ qualitative research ណាបាទ sampling technique យើងប្រើហើយយើងប្រើ random sampling technique ហើយបើយើងប្រើ non random sampling technique ហើយ technique មួយវាមានច្រើនទៀត random ហ្នឹងមានប្រភេទនៃការធ្វើនឹងផ្សេងៗគ្នាអញ្ចឹងណាចឹងយើងត្រូវបញ្យល់តែគេមកបាទប្រាប់មូលហេតុដែលយើងធ្វើហ្នឹងណាបាទអញ្ចឹងហើយបានយើងត្រូវដឹងពីពីគុណសម្បត្តិនិងគុណវិបត្តិរបស់វិធីសាស្ត្រមួយហ្នឹងបាទអញ្ចឹងយើងប្រើបរិមាណវិស័យហេតុអីយើងប្រើវាបាទយើងប្រើគុណវិស័យហើយយើងប្រើវាណាអូខេ hope អាចឆ្លើយសំណួរលោកបាន
បាទ teacher thank you
thank you any other part
គ្រូពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹង proposal ហ្នឹងយើងដំបូងឡើយយើងសេតែពី chapter 1ដល់ chapter 3ដែរទេចា៎ហើយក្នុងហ្នឹងយើងមានរំលេចជាមួយនឹងសំណួរអត់ទេកម្រងសំណួរអី
មាន
ដែរបាទ
យើងនិយាយចំនៅពេលដែលយើងធ្វើ proposal ណាទាំងនៅថ្ងៃ defense គណៈកម្មការគេចង់ឃើញយ៉ាងគេចង់ឃើញ tool ដែលយើងត្រូវ promote ទៅណីអញ្ចឹងបើយើងធ្វើតាក់ទងទៅនឹងការសម្ភាសត្រូវមាន interview guide យើងមកឬក៏អ្នកខ្លះគេហៅថាជា interview question protocol ណាបាទអញ្ចឹងprotocol សម្រាប់ interview ហ្នឹងយើងត្រូវចំមកឲ្យមកបាទបើយើងមាន observation យើងត្រូវមាន observation checklist ឲ្យអញ្ចឹងមកណាបាទត្រូវមានសំណួរត្រូវមាន item ដែលយើងអាច check បានអញ្ចឹងមកបាទហើយបើសិនជាយើងប្រើ questionnaire ត្រូវមាន questionnaire in place ដើម្បីគណៈកម្មការគេពិនិត្យមើលតើវាពិតជាអាចឆ្លើយតបទៅនឹង research question របស់យើងបានឬអត់អញ្ចឹងត្រូវសរសេរពីជំពូកទី1ដល់ជំពូកទី3បាទហើយ instrument ត្រូវ in place នៅពេលដែលយើងបញ្ចប់3ជំពូកហ្នឹង Hope I can answer your question.
Yeah, teacher. Understand.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, like I clarified yesterday, it only one about your research proposal. It's just a journey to link to your thesis writing. It's not a separate story in here, or not a separate thing to do in here. ណាចឹងធ្វើ ធ្វើ research proposal ឲ្យល្អវានឹង lead ទៅកាន់ a strong thesis writing បាទ strong proposal strong thesis writing បាទជាងការគេថាពេលដែល plan proposal ដូចខ្លាដល់ពេលលទ្ធផលចេញមកឆ្មាអានេះក៏អាចមានដែរណា yeah when you plan big yeah, but the results in time frame or whatever yeah the result is just like the cat not the tiger okay any other question
No, teacher.
good enough then thank you okay we'll do step number 6 okay who can read this one
I can lecture.
yeah please
So phase 3 conducting research study. Step 6 collecting data. Doing the data gathering using one or more data collection methods such as conducting interview, mailing out a questionnaire, and number 3 conducting nominal focus on group discussions, and number 4 make an observation. Be aware of ethical issue. Thank you, teacher.
okay thank you so much Mr. Ratha for reading this one okay so this is the step that you can do yeah we can say like you can use one or more data collection method yeah it should depend on the sample size there is your sample sample is already big maybe one just enough but it's small maybe you need more than one yeah like I mentioned like case by case there and this is the example and yeah one important thing just be aware ethical issue yeah if you interview the kid under 18 you need to have the informed consent okay, for their parent or the related people to know about their part right and also need to assure that all of the data collected are confidential their identity did not spread out or did not leak to the public in here okay any question clarification on this
ជំរាបសួរលោកគ្រូតកតងកន្លែងហ្នឹងយើងជ្រើសប្រធានបទមួយដើម្បីធ្វើការស្រាវជ្រាវហ្នឹងកន្លែងដែល using one or more data អញ្ចឹងកន្លែងនេះបើសិនជាយើងប្រើពីចំណោមវិធីសាស្ត្រទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងយើងប្រើមួយក៏បានឬក៏អាចយកវិធីសាស្ត្រទាំងអស់យកទៅប្រើទៅលើប្រធានបទតែមួយហ្នឹងក៏បានដែរអញ្ចឹងគ្រូចង់បញ្ជាក់អញ្ចឹងគ្រូ
បាទប៉ុន្តែក៏លោកគ្រូទៅមើលទៅលើ nature ហើយបើសិនជា sample size លោកគ្រូតូចទៀតលោកគ្រូចង់ប្រើពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងជា sequel តែជាបញ្ហាប្រឈមពេលខ្លះយើងអាចរើសបានត្រឹមតែបើ sample សឹងថាយើងប្រើតែ 3-4 នាក់ក៏បានដែរប៉ុន្តែបើកណ្ដាល sample យើងតិចយើងត្រូវប្រើ case by case ប៉ុន្តែយើងត្រូវប្រើមើលឲ្យបានច្រើនដូចយើងចង់ដឹងពីវិធីសាស្ត្រនៃការគ្រប់គ្រងថ្នាក់រៀនមួយបានល្អដើម្បីស្វែងរកអ្វីដែលជា best practice ហើយនិង challenges យើងអាចប្រើទី1តាមរយៈការសម្ភាសន៍បាទទី2យើងអាចនឹងមានជា classroom observation ឧទាហរណ៍ណាបាទដើម្បីវាអាចtriangulate to the interview បាទអ្នកខ្លះគាត់និយាយល្អទៅពេលអនុវត្តគាត់អត់មានអញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវ make sure ថាវាពិតជាឆ្លើយតបទៅនឹងអានឹងមែនអត់យើងអាចទៅសង្កេតថ្នាក់រៀនបានមួយទៀតអញ្ចឹងណា
បាទចឹងវាអាស្រ័យទៅលើទំហំ nature of topic របស់យើងគ្រូអានេះបើយើង
បាទចឹងបើសិនយើងយក sample តិចយើងសម្ភាសតែប្រមាណសម្ភាសតែ5នាក់ឧទាហរណ៍អញ្ចឹងអានឹង sample ហ្នឹងគណៈកម្មការគាត់អាចនឹង question អញ្ចឹងណាបាទចឹងនៅតែជាលំនាំមួយនៃការធ្វើអញ្ចឹងបើកាលណាយើងធ្វើ case by case យើងត្រូវប្រើ tool ហ្នឹង more than one បាទអាហ្នឹងគេអត់ question យើងច្រើនទេតែបើយើងប្រើតែមួយគេសួរតែហេតុអីក៏យកតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងហើយលទ្ធផលហ្នឹងបែបម៉េច và chúng ta những ai đặt limitation là finding những việc sample tối chứ vì ai represent the problem nó không one school nên từ mình ai generalize tới slab xây mà để họ nè mình ai tu tới cam khu tầng tu trangประเทศphán đây là sample là pram nè để họ nè và anh ấy này chỉ lông non mùi cái không nè ok
អាកណ្ដាប់ group discussion នេះអានេះយើងហៅមកជជែកគ្នាសួរមកខ្លួនហ្នឹងឯងក៏មិន
បាទ focus group ដូច panel discussion អញ្ចឹងណា បាទយើងអាចសួរសំណួរមួយនេះអាចសួរទាំងអស់គ្នាទៅឆ្លើយផ្សេងៗនេះគាត់ថានេះតកតងនឹងប្រធានបទដែលវាអត់ sensitive តែបើប្រធានបទដែលពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹង sensitive អានឹងយើងលើកចិត្តឲ្យសម្ភាសម្នាក់ម្ដងប្រធានឥឡូវបើយើងចង់ដឹងពីកំសោយ leadership របស់នាយកសាលាយើងដាក់ក្នុងក្រុមទាំងតែគ្រប់គ្នាឆ្លើយដល់ល្អហើយអញ្ចឹងហ៎បាទតែគាត់ហ៊ានឆ្លើយ negative គាត់មិនទុកចិត្តអ្នកផ្សេង researcher អាចថាអូខេរក្សាការសម្ងាត់តែអ្នកសហការីរបស់គាត់មិនប្រកាសទេស្រួលនឹងយកអានោះទៅប្រាប់នយោបាយទៅមុនសម្ភាសឆ្លើយពីចំណុចអវិជ្ជមានរបស់លោកយកច្រើនណា
ព្រោះអា group discussion វាយើងសួរសំណួរតែមួយប៉ុន្តែពួកគាត់ដូចថា10នាក់អញ្ចឹងគាត់អាចចូលរួមឆ្លើយសំណួរតែមួយនោះជាមួយគ្នាបាទ
អាចចូលរួមឆ្លើយសំណួរនឹងរួមគ្នាអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចមានការ record មានការអីទៅអញ្ចឹងយើងសម្ភាសទៅយើងអាចដឹងថា perspective របស់ participant និង focus group ជុំទី1ហ្នឹងមាន participant 1ដល់10ហ្នឹងបាទគាត់ណាយល់ឃើញមិនយល់ឃើញមិនយើងលើកមកអញ្ចឹងណាបាទអានេះជាផ្នែកមួយឬក៏មួយទៀតយើងមានជា survey យើងអាចថាយើងប្រើ questionnaire យើងបាទដល់ participant 100នាក់ហើយដល់ពេលយើងចង់ triangulate ទៅលើ finding នេះយើងអាចធ្វើ focus group ហ្នឹងដើម្បី confirm ក៏បានដែរអាហ្នឹងយើងពេលហ្នឹងយើងនឹងប្រើទាំងមិនទាំងយើងប្រើ big method ហើយទាំង qual ទាំង quant នៅក្នុងហ្នឹងណាអូខេចឹងហ្នឹងជាផ្នែកមួយប៉ុន្តែយើងត្រូវដឹងថាដើម្បីត្រូវចាំណាបាទ be aware of ethical issue បាទឬក៏ ethical consideration នៅក្នុងហ្នឹងបាទត្រូវរក្សាក្រមសីលធម៌របស់យើងមានសំណួរផ្សេងទៀតទេបងបាទព្រះអង្គមុនមកថ្ងៃនេះទីស្ងាត់តែមានព្រះអង្គជើញនិមន្តចូលរួមទេបងខ្មែរក៏បានដែរបងបើសិនជាមានជាសំណួរបាទនេះដូចលោកគ្រូរដ្ឋាគាត់បានលើកឡើងពីម្សិលមិញថានឹងវាជាវាសនានៃការ graduate or not it's not depend on examination but depend on your thesis writing ហ្នឹងចឹងហើយក្នុង session នេះលើកទឹកចិត្តឲ្យព្យាយាមចូលរួមឲ្យបានច្រើនហើយព្យាយាមបំពេញតាម homework និង assignment រំពឹងថាពេលដែលចប់ course នេះទៅព្រះអង្គគ្រប់អង្គដូចជាលោកគ្រូទាំងអស់គ្នានឹងអាចបញ្ចប់ research proposal យ៉ាងហើយណាក៏ first draft ដែរណាបើវាមិនខ្ចប់វាបានជារូបរាងនៃ research proposal មួយពី chapter 1ដល់ chapter 3បាទហើយចាប់ទៅខប់ចាប់ខុសទៅឆ្លៀតធ្វើ literature review នេះឯទៅបាទយើងអាចនឹងបានដល់នេះទៅអាចយកទៅ present នៅក្នុងresearch seminar បានហើយណាបាទ
ហើយដែលពិបាកគឺថានឹងរើស topic យូររើសអត់ទាន់គិតចេញទៅ topic អីអញ្ចឹងពិបាក
បាទយើងអាចគិតមើលសិនថាតើការងារប្រចាំថ្ងៃយើងចង់ដោះស្រាយបញ្ហាអីជួបប្រទេសអីចង់ដោះស្រាយអីនឹងជាចំណុចមួយយើងចង់ចូលរួមដល់កន្លែងការងាររបស់យើងឬក៏ក្នុងសហគមន៍របស់យើងចង់ដោះស្រាយបញ្ហាអីអានេះយើងអាចចាប់តាមចេញមកយើងឃើញជារូបភាពយើងធ្វើទៅបានដែរបាទ
ខ្ញុំស្ពេចស្ពិលកន្លែង objective ហើយនឹង goal ហើយនឹង purpose ចាវាមិនខុសគ្នាមិនតែកន្លែងនេះបន្តិចគេដាក់មកទាំងពីរគេឲ្យយើងសរសេរ
purpose វា scope វារៀងធំជាង objective ណា objective វា narrow down ណាប៉ុន្តែវាទៅជា specific purpose នៅក្នុងហ្នឹងចឹងគោលម្ដងហ្នឹងយើងអាចដាក់ជារួមយើងចង់ដោះស្រាយបញ្ហាអីហើយដល់ពេល objective នេះវានឹង go to deeper យើងដោះស្រាយបញ្ហានៅក្នុងបរិបទនោះបដោតលើអីសំខាន់លើហ្នឹងចឹងណាបាទតែហ្នឹងបើនេះកាត់ចោលក៏បានដែរតាមពិតទៅវាមានអីតែគាត់ថា guideline គេមកមិនទៅសេចឹងទៅចឹងតែគាត់
guideline របស់សាលាគេដាក់មកអញ្ចឹងគ្រូ
បាទ purpose ហ្នឹងវាអាច បាទប្រព័ន្ធហ្នឹងវារៀង scope មួយធំអញ្ចឹងណាបាទតែពេលយើងទៅដល់ objective ហ្នឹងវា narrow down to more specifically ទៅលើប្រធានបទនេះហ្នឹងទៅសេវាទូទៅតិចទេតែពេលយើងមក objective យើងផ្ដោតលើproblem របស់យើងតែពេល objective យើងទៅសេវានឹង respond ទៅនឹង research question វិញអញ្ចឹងឯងបាទអ្វីយើងត្រូវដោះស្រាយអាហ្នឹងបាទទូទៅទៀតថាយើងចង់ដោះស្រាយបញ្ហាសិស្សដែលគាត់រៀនភាសាអង់គ្លេសអត់ទាន់នៅកម្រិតថ្នាក់ទី7ទី8ឧទាហរណ៍ណាបាទតទៅយើងទៅសេពី objective យើងផ្ដោតទៅលើអីដើម្បីដោះស្រាយបញ្ហានេះយើងចង់ធ្វើអីខ្លះបាទអានេះជាគោលដៅដែលយើងត្រូវធ្វើ more specifically បាទអានេះវានឹងឆ្លើយតបទៅនឹងអីនឹងឆ្លើយតបទៅនឹង research statement of problem របស់យើងបាទនេះវា more specific បាទវាមានគោលបំណងនិងវត្ថុបំណងអញ្ចឹងឯងខ្មែរបាទអង់គ្លេសបាទ purpose and objective ណាបាទជាគោលបំណងជារួមអីបាទវត្ថុបំណងចង់ដោះស្រាយហ្នឹងយើងធ្វើតាម step ណាបាទ
objective អីយើងដាក់ថា5អីបានទេគោប៉ុណ្ណឹងអីដើម្បី
5សូពេក
ដាក់ទៅវាច្រើនពេកវាចាក់លុយយើងរកអត់បោះអត់
បាទ5ច្រើនហើយតែបើទៅបើសម្រាប់ master នេះខ្ញុំលើកវាថាត្រឹម2 3ហ្នឹងច្រើនហើយណាបាទអាចបានត្រឹមតែ2ក៏បានដែរបាទដោយសារ scope របស់យើងវាខ្លីយើងអត់មានពេលច្រើនតែបើយើងដាក់ដល់5វាមិនអីគាត់តែវាគ្រាន់ចប់
បាទ
អញ្ចឹងគេថាកុំចង់ធ្វើ research នឹង change the world research ល្អមួយទៅថាយើង
មករដ្ឋាលោកគ្រូមករដ្ឋាគាត់ចង់ដាក់ឲ្យចេញមកលុយហើយគាត់ចង់ public អញ្ចឹងគាត់ដាក់5
បាទ
តែយើងសួរឲ្យដើម្បីគ្នាយើងដឹងទាំងអស់គ្នាទៅ
បាទយើងចង់ publish យើងកំយកទៅ publish បានបាទដូច paper របស់ខ្ញុំតាមមក objective បានមក paper យើងអត់ព្យាយាមទៅសេច្រើននេះក្នុងហ្នឹងណា
គេឲ្យទៅសេដែរគ្រូតាមមក objective អញ្ចឹងយើងបានដែរសេបានដែរ
បាទក្នុង paper ក្នុង article ខ្លីៗទេយើងអត់ចង់ទៅដាក់អីច្រើនទេអញ្ចឹងលោកមើលនឹង link ខ្ញុំដាក់ជូននៅក្នុង group ហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងមួយ paper មានតែមួយ objective ទេប៉ុន្តែយើងកន់ចេញពី dissertation ឬក៏ thesis នឹងមកអញ្ចឹងណាបាទមានច្រើនពីរហ្នឹងអស់ហើយបាទយើងអត់អាចដាក់ទៅធំពេកទេដោយសារក្នុង article គេអត់ចង់អានច្រើនទេចឹងអានត្រឹម10ទំព័រចុះក្រោមប៉ុណ្ណឹងមិនអាចដល់30ដល់40ទេយើងធ្វើដល់30ដល់40ក៏បានដែរគាត់ថាវាអ្នកអានគេនឹងមិនអានច្រើនទេពេលខ្លះគេទៅ more specifically ចឹងការ publish គឺយើងអាច publish តាមបែបហ្នឹងបានចឹងបើយើងមាន3 objective យើងបែកវាទៅអាចទៅសេបាន3 article ហើយយើងនឹងរៀនបានច្រើននៅបើមានឆន្ទៈនៃការធ្វើអាចសិក្សាមើលទៅហើយអាចរៀបចំ publish ទៅព្រោះទីទៀតទៅយើងនឹងផ្ដោតលើ research នឹងបានច្រើនអញ្ចឹងណាបាទទៀតអ្នកដែលអត់ទៅសេ research ដូចអ្នកគេហៅអីគេថាអនាគតជននៅពីមុនណាអញ្ចឹងបើក្នុងធ្វើការនៅអប់រំបើយើងអត់ដែលបាន publish អត់ដែលបានធ្វើការស្រាវជ្រាវអាហ្នឹងយើងអត់មានអីនិយាយមួយគេទេចាំបានដូចមិនសិនវិញយើងសួរថាយករបស់គេមកកែដាក់ឈ្មោះយើងបាននេះបាទហ្នឹងបើយើង master យើងអត់អាចមានលទ្ធភាពធ្វើនឹងបានអាហ្នឹងជាឧបសគ្គមួយសម្រាប់យើងណាបាទអញ្ចឹងគួរតែមានបទពិសោធន៍វាមិនស្រួលទេបាទវាមិនស្រួលទេវាទៅដាច់យប់ដាច់ថ្ងៃដាច់នឹងឯងដាច់អីយើងទៅដាច់សៅរ៍ទឹកប៉ុន្តែចុងក្រោយយើងមាន something to show ណាបាទ have something to show other បាទទោះបីវាមិនល្អឬខ្ចោះតែក៏វាអាចថាវាជាស្នាដៃមួយដែលយើងបានឆ្លងកាត់ចឹងតែជាផ្នែកមួយហើយយើងអាចនឹងមានគំនិតនៃការចែកម្លែកទៅគេឯងទៀតតែបើយើងអត់ដែលធ្វើសោះនឹងពិបាករឿងមួយទៀតដែលសំខាន់គឺជាពិសេសតកតងនឹងគ្រូឬក៏បាទសាស្ត្រាចារ្យដែលគាត់បង្រៀនមកវិជ្ជា research នេះហើយដែលមានបទពិសោធន៍ធ្វើការស្រាវជ្រាវឬក៏ការបោះពុម្ពអានឹងឧបសគ្គមួយធំណាស់ហើយគ្រាន់និយាយតែពេលយើងទៅបោះពុម្ពយើងបានទៅសេឆ្លងកាត់ការទៅសេហ្នឹងយើងដឹងថាវាពិបាកស្រួលមិនស្រួលប្រាប់ញ៉េបាទហ្នឹងហើយបើយើងក្នុងអប់រំហើយតាមការជួបគ្នាយើងពិចារណាចង់ខ្លាចជាគ្រូរៀនអត់អាចគេចផុតពី research ទេណាបើអត់ research គេយើងពិបាកដើរតនគេបន្តិចតែគេត្រឡប់មកវិញណាប៉ុណ្ណឹង ចឹងនឹងអាចទៅសេទៅហើយកុំលោកដល់5គូរដ្ឋាចឹងឲ្យវិធីគឺអាចធ្វើតែ2 3បានហើយបាទដោយសារ scope នេះយើងមានពេលតិចចឹងបើយើងធ្វើដល់5មកថាវាវែងឆ្ងាយ
ដល់ពេលstatement problem យើងមាន problem ប៉ុន្មានយើងដាក់មកប៉ុណ្ណឹងទេគ្រូ
យើងអាច shape វាមកស្អីគេជា main problem ដែលយើងចង់សិក្សាបែរយើងបញ្ហាទាំងអស់ដាក់តែកាលណាយើងដាក់បញ្ហានឹងច្រើនអត់វិធីវាអាចកើនឡើងច្រើនដែរហើយដើម្បីយើងឆ្លើយតបវាបានណាចឹងអ្វីយើងចង់ដាក់ក្នុង paper យើងចង់ដាក់ថា the main problem ដែលយើងចង់ solve ចង់ដោះស្រាយណាអូខេចឹងជូនប៉ុណ្ណឹងតើតើនៅចំណុចនេះខ្ញុំគ្រូថានឹងចាំមានទៅ chapter 3តែប្រហែលជាចាំមានទៅតនេះតែមើលឡើយយើងបញ្ចប់ chapter 2 នេះឲ្យចប់សិន we can ask question later on okay let's move to step number 7 who can help and read this one
Teacher, maybe I can help.
yeah it's okay please
Phase 3 conducting a research study. Step 7 processing and displaying data. What did you find? How? Analyzing the data depends on the types of information and how to communicate the findings. Distinguish between descriptive, quantitative, statistical procedures, qualitative, narrative content analysis. Attitudinal. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you, okay, for reading this one. Okay, this part, anything about data analysis? Any question?
លោកគ្រូអានេះចំណុចនេះដោយលោកគ្រូធ្លាប់បញ្យល់មុនថាយើងគ្រប់វានឹងមែនពេលដែលយើងប្រមូល data បានហើយយើងពេលយើងត្រូវមើលទៅតាមពេលដែលគាត់ឆ្លើយមិនយើងគ្រប់វាហើយយើងមើលទៅប្រមាណភាគរយចឹងមែនលោកគ្រូ
បាទអានេះយើងមើលតាមប្រភេទណាបើសិនជាយើងប្រើក្នុង quant ចឹងវាអាចថាដូច descriptive អីចឹងយើងបាទចឹងលក្ខណៈ finding យើងអាចនឹងសរសេរជាការបរិយាយឬក៏ជាអីវាអាស្រ័យណាបាទហើយពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងបាទដោយ quantitative យើងមាន statistical procedure ចឹងយើងមានការប្រើប្រាស់ទៅលើតួលេខជាច្រើនបើយើងត្រូវធ្វើអញ្ចឹងចា៎នេះយើងត្រូវសម្រាប់តើយើងប្រើមួយណាសំខាន់ទៅលើ research method ដែលយើងប្រើបាទបើសិនជាយើងប្រើ qual ចឹងតន័យនេះវាអាចនឹងពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងការបរិយាយការនិទាននៃឡើងវិញអីចឹងណាឧទាហរណ៍បាទហ្នឹងវាពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងការលើកឡើងការយល់ឃើញរបស់អ្នកចូលរួមហ្នឹងបាទយើងអាចធ្វើតែបើយើងធ្វើពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹង quant វាពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងតួលេខច្រើនជាងអញ្ចឹងហ៎បាទនៅក្នុងដំណើរការនេះចឹងក្នុងនេះបើថាជា researcher យើងត្រូវទី1ត្រូវអីត្រូវរៀបចំបណ្ឌិតមើលទៅលើតន័យដែលទទួលបានហើយត្រូវ clean វាត្រូវរៀបចំចាប់ស៊ីមចាប់អីមកដើម្បីយើងអាចទទួលបាននៅ finding មួយដែលអាចឆ្លើយតបទៅនឹង research question របស់យើងបានបាទហើយការវាស់អ្នកខ្លះគាត់វាស់មាន3ផ្សេងគ្នាគាត់ឆ្លើយតបអ្នកខ្លះគាត់ ignore research question តែគាត់ឆ្លើយតបទៅនឹង research objective តែគាត់ថាពីច្រើន research objective និង research question គឺតែមួយទេគាត់តែមួយជា statement មួយទៀតជា question បាទអ្នកខ្លះទៀតគាត់ធ្វើ quant គាត់ព្យាយាម test ទៅលើ hypothesis បាទជាសមិទ្ធកម្មដែលគាត់ទទួលបានហ្នឹងគាត់ test លើនឹងវិញតើវា accept ឬក៏វា reject អីទេអ្នកខ្លះគេធ្វើឆ្លើយតបត្រឹមតែ research question អញ្ចឹងមួយណាក៏បានដែរក្នុងចំណោម3ហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងណាបាទអញ្ចឹងបាទ anything else
teacher ហើយជាខ្ញុំចង់ clarify បន្តិចទៀតតកតងជាមួយនឹងចាប់ sim យើងមាន tool តែ teacher ឬក៏យើងចាប់ខ្លួនឯងខ្ញុំមាន
យើងអាចចាប់ខ្លួនឯងក៏បានយើងអាចប្រើ tool ក៏បាន
tool ឧទាហរណ៍
សម្រាប់នេះគឺប្រើ en vivo បាទចឹង en vivo អាចជួយបានឥឡូវនេះវាមាន AI មួយចំនួនអាចជួយបានទៀតចឹងណាបាទឥឡូវវាកាន់តែទំនើបកាន់តែស្រួលជាងមុនច្រើនហើយ
ចុះអាហ្នឹងយើងមានត្រូវទៅសេevidence ប្រាប់គេថាយើងចាប់ទីមវាហ្នឹងប្រើ tool អីchứយើង
អាហ្នឹងយើងត្រូវបង្ហាញថាយើងប្រើអីយើងប្រើកម្មវិធីអីដូចយើងសរសេរថាយើងប្រើ SPS version ប្រមាណតែគាត់អាហ្នឹងបើយើងអត់មានប្រើ license ទិញ license ហ្នឹងប្រើអត់បានទៀតហ៎បាទចឹងអាហ្នឹងជា flow មួយដែលយើងត្រូវធ្វើតែគាត់ណាដោយសារក្នុងបរិបទកម្ពុជាយើងដឹងស្រាប់ហើយពេលខ្លះយើងមានលទ្ធភាពទៅទិញ license ទាំងអស់ទេហ្នឹងយើងមានហើយនឹងចាំមើល explore ទៅតែយើងមិនមានលទ្ធភាពនៃការចូលទៅ detail លើ software ទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងទេតែខ្ញុំជំរាបថាសម្រាប់ software យើងបើយើងដាក់មួយណាយើង explore មួយហ្នឹងទៅឥឡូវនេះវាសម្បូរបែបយើងក៏ចូលទៅក្នុង YouTube ឬក៏អីយើងអាចសិក្សាស្ដាប់គេទៅយើងព្យាយាមលើ tool ហ្នឹងយ៉ាងណាបាទអត់ចាំបាច់មាន session ណា specifically លើ tool ហ្នឹងទេតែយើងអាចនឹង explore បាទដូចខ្ញុំធ្វើសម្រាប់ dissertation របស់ខ្ញុំសម្រាប់ PhD ខ្ញុំប្រើ correlation បាទសួរខ្ញុំតើតើ correlation ខ្ញុំដឹងមួយចំនួនតែបើថាឲ្យទៅសួររឿង tool លើផ្សេងៗទៀតព្រោះខ្ញុំអត់សូវច្បាស់ដែរចឹង
ចាលោកតាគូ sorry
បាទសក្ខីមានអីបន្ត
ខ្ញុំก่อนមុនការរៀននៅថ្នាក់បញ្ញាបត្រធ្លាប់ធ្វើcorrelation នឹងដែរតើតើតែខ្ញុំធ្វើជាក្រុមហើយពេលហ្នឹងខ្ញុំអត់ចេះទេភាគច្រើនគឺ my friend ជាអ្នកធ្វើ
បាទ
ហើយ tool ដែល teacher និយាយSPS កាលហ្នឹងពួកខ្ញុំប្រើតែប្រើអាហ្នឹងដែរប៉ុន្តែយើងប្រើអត់មានត្រូវទិញ license ហ្មង
បាទគេមានបាទយើងប្រើបានអានឹងសឹកហេងតែថាក្នុង research តាមពិតទៅគេឲ្យយើងតម្រូវឲ្យយើង mention វាច្បាស់ហើយមាន license ទៀតអានឹងបើនេះមែនតើណាបាទអានឹងវាតាក់ទងនឹងស្អីកម្មសិទ្ធិបញ្ញាកម្មសិទ្ធិបណ្ដាយើងប្រើ crack នេះអត់បានទេតែក៏ជាក់ស្ដែងនៅស្រុកខ្មែរដូចខ្ញុំនិយាយថាយើងទៅរកឯណាមក license គ្រប់បើយើងប្រើឲ្យវាត្រូវនេះមែនតើទៀតណាសូម្បីតែ journal article ហ្នឹងក៏យើងត្រូវបង់លុយទិញអានដែរតែយើងមានលុយណាទៅទិញអានមក article 10ទំព័រ$30ឧទាហរណ៍ណាបាទចឹងព្រមជាផ្នែកមួយដែលយើងធ្វើតែក៏យ៉ាងណាធ្វើមិនធ្វើទៅធ្វើឲ្យចេញសិនមកហ្នឹងវាជាផ្នែកមួយបើយើងធ្វើឲ្យត្រូវរឿងនឹងទាំងអស់យើងអត់មានលទ្ធភាពទិញទេតែក៏យ៉ាងណាបាទកុំតែប្រើ AI អត់អានហើយយកប្រើ AI យកមកដល់ធ្វើអានេះជាឧបសគ្គមួយយើងបាត់បង់ឱកាសនៃការ review នៃការ learn នៅក្នុង process ហ្នឹងបាទបាត់មុនគេគឺបាត់ critical thinking skill ចឹង AI ល្អ
ជួយ AI ហើយយើងអានតាម AI ហើយយើងព្យាយាមយល់វិញ
យ៉ាចឹងបើលោកត្រាតែយើង balance រវាង AI and human ចឹងទើបយើងអាចទៅរួចណាបើថាតែក៏ទីច្រើនវានឹងកាត់បន្ថយទៅលើ critical thinking របស់យើងហើយលែងសូវគិតដូចមុនហើយអានោះដូចសម័យដែលយើងប្រើម៉ាស៊ីនគិតលេខនេះបាទស្អីអត់មានកាស show គឺលេងងឹតឆឹងហ្មង
actually ឥឡូវបរិបត្តិឥឡូវសំបីតាអាចគិតខ្លួនឯងញ៉ាំយ៉ាងណាខ្ជិលចាំលោកគ្រូគឺគិតតែ show ឲ្យលឿនជាង
យ៉ាហ្នឹងវាជាផ្នែកមួយទៅនៅខ្លះគាត់គិតផ្សេងគាត់ថាណាដែលជួយសម្រួលបានបើចាំយកគូក្បាលគិតមកទៅឈឺទេបាទអ្នកខ្លះទៀតគាត់ថាបើអ្វីដែលអាច note បានពឹងលើ note កុំពឹងលើគូក្បាលគឺវាមួយយ៉ាងហ្នឹងវាជា flow មួយដែលយើងសម្រួលលើហ្នឹងណាបាទតែគាត់ថាពេលខ្លះកុំឲ្យយើងអត់ដឹងសោះជឿដូចតែមិញយើងបានពិភាក្សាទៅលើការប្រើ citation និង reference list បើយើងពឹងលើ hetero យើងពឹងលើ bibliography ឬក៏ពឹងទៅលើ footnote ឧទាហរណ៍ណា tại vìយើងអត់ដឹងពេលដែលវា error វាជាឧបសគ្គមួយសម្រាប់យើងអូខេអាហ្នឹងយើងត្រូវដឹងទាំង manual ទាំងអីចឹងណាហ្នឹងជា flow មួយអូខេអញ្ចឹង
បើយើង error ទៅយើងត្រូវធ្វើខ្លួនឯងវា longer
បាទ
at least យើង success បើយើង error ហើយយើងអត់ចេះហ្នឹងបញ្ហា
yes very good point អូខេអញ្ចឹងលើកចិត្តឲ្យចេះទាំង manual ចេះទាំងក្នុងប្រើ software អញ្ចឹងយើងចេះ manual យើងទៅប្រើ software វាលឿនទេបាទគេអញ្ចឹងត្រូវច្បាស់អញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់ការប្រើប្រាស់ reference និង citation អាចសិក្សាទៅបាទអានឹងយើងចំណាយពេលមក course រៀនណាបានច្បាស់ហើយត្រូវអនុវត្តទៀតណាគេខ្ញុំនឹងតម្លាក់វីដេអូមួយចំនួនខ្ញុំដូចជាធ្លាប់មាន record វីដេអូហ្នឹងតែក៏នឹង record នៅក្នុងការបរៀនទេវាមានសំណួរច្រើនសួរតែគឺនឹងជាដើមទុនមួយចំនួនអាចពិនិត្យមើលបន្ថែមហើយអាចសិក្សាវាទៅហើយបាទអូខេអញ្ចឹងសរុបមកវិញខ្ញុំនឹងទៅទីទៀតដើម្បីយើងអាចបញ្ចប់ទៅម៉ោង 11 បើសិនជាអាចកុំឲ្យហួសចហានបងអញ្ចឹងតើតើនឹងការបង្ហាញ data នេះវានឹងធ្វើនៅក្នុងជំពូកទី5បាទហើយវាដើរតួនាទីមួយសំខាន់ដែលយើងអាចបែងចែកទៅតាមប្រភេទតិន្នន័យយើងទទួលបានតើវាបែបពណ៌នាបែបតាមរយៈគុណវិស័យឬក៏បរិមាណវិស័យទៅលើតិន្នន័យហ្នឹងបាទយើងវាអាចមាន content analysis ពេលខ្លះវាគ្រាន់តែការវិភាគទៅលើអត្ថបទឬក៏អីចឹងណាអានេះឬក៏ការ survey ដែលពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងអារម្មណ៍របស់មនុស្សយល់ស្របមិនយល់ស្របអីផ្សេងៗហ្នឹងបាទអានេះយើងអាចធ្វើការបកយាយទៅលើនៅជំពូកទី5ហ្នឹងបើបង្ហាញពីតិន្នន័យ finding របស់យើង Okay, we move to last step. Okay, who can read this slide? Hello, volunteer.
Hello, teacher.
Yeah, please.
Yes. Step 8, writing a research report. What have you done? What conclusion have you drawn from the finding? One different format for quantitative and qualitative research. Two, structure using them methods of study. Three, use academic convention. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you so much, Mr. Han. Mr. Mir, right? Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so something here, yeah, like we can say two important questions here, like what have you done and what conclusion have you drawn from the finding in here? Yeah, from chapter 1 to chapter 6 that you will write down in your thesis. Yes, other one different from format for quantitative and qualitative will be written down. Yeah, structure using the main theme of the study and follow the academic convention. You can say, make sure your writing will be including the in-text citation, including reference list, including the paraphrasing, quotation, and summary. You're not being copy and paste thing. You need to synthesize the finding of the other research into your paper. Okay, so any question on this part?
Teacher សូមបញ្យល់ឡើងកន្លែង structure using main theme of study ខ្ញុំអត់សូវច្បាស់
Okay, structure main theme ណា main theme of study បាទន័យថាទី1យើងត្រូវ formulate វាបែបម៉េចយើងមើលតាម format ណាបាទតើ format របស់យើង set មកបែបម៉េចទៅក្នុងជំពូកទី4អញ្ចឹងជំពូកទី4នៅក្នុង guideline គឺអត់បង្ហាញយើងត្រូវធ្វើអីទេនៅក្នុងជំពូកទី2ជំពូកទី2ក៏អត់មាន format អីឲ្យយើងមើលដែរអញ្ចឹងណាតែក៏យើងត្រូវ format main theme នឹងតាមអីបាទតាមរយៈ statement of problem នេះក៏ research question របស់យើងដែលយើងត្រូវ formulate វាចេញមកនៅក្នុងជំពូកទី4ដូចគ្នា Chân khi gọi là đã mó đã đây cho nó chương chụp phút hay kèo đến kỳ tục là ngồi gì và thế nhưng ai formulate format đến tam vậy này cá slide top là nên research question hoặc dương in order chừng màu chừng thà lấy bờ dương miền two research question nhưng ai chỉ dùng slide chỉ dùng structure with the finding này có cả bỏ sai bao nhiêu đúng slide top là nên research question tầng pi nên cái tầng bay nên người chẳng thầy anh đang chia mention outer study là dương thời phương và the rest những ai follow format box cáo và đôi chúng tôi mùi thì bay đấy những ai mới tới miền nông nắng và khi miền đỏ vào mùi chúng tôi chúng ta vào mùi chúng tôi ở kia thời nó chia mention đấy study này mà thấy là lại chúng tôi đã biết nhưng thời đào lời mention được nông chúng tôi tìm mùi bao nhiêu chúng tôi tìm mùi nên chia leader này chúng tôi tìm pi đào tí vào mùi tí pram bao nhiêu vậy đó là thì vừa mỗi dương follow the format given. Okay, hope I can answer your question here.
Teacher mỗi tẻ trong khỏi academic convention cái trong cái thời kể.
Và academic convention dương thời tôi say tam bài for research. Và dương thời miền này, đôi khi vậy ta bây dương quote cho idea bọn này là tay máu đồng bày chi viên ở miền chi viên cả miền cầm phong tại toàn plagiarism và ta cả vô cam sức nhà bọn thằng tây bọn đạt trong bọn dưới kịp thời thời paraphrase dương thời quote rồi có dương pra summary rồi có summary đó và summary the idea này để summary đến đây pra lệ nè synthesize đấy có mọi nhiều mà đó từ đầu chỉ cái này class còn copy máu và paragraph còn quote đi kia máu mà paragraph nâng lên ok chẳng cái đồng ní academic convention như tây tái srop ta academic về đấy mà okay. Is it answer to your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I think we can go to this one, but if you still have some question, we can discuss furthermore in the afternoon. Okay, so in so far, we can say like there are 8 main steps. Okay. Yeah, model for carrying your research, you can see. Yes, so and here you can see from number 1 to number 8. I may not repeat this one again. Yes, since we discussed a lot so far this morning. Yeah, so to complete this one, you need to move through the 8 steps in here to complete. Any question to clarify before we go?
No, that's all.
Teacher, lần pel seal nó dương hiện statement.
Yes. We will start at 1:30 and finish by 4:30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit late. Okay, so we will stop here and see you in the afternoon at 1:30. Enjoy your lunch.
Yeah, sure. You too.
And see you in the afternoon with the new lesson. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
Yes, thank you, teacher.
Enjoy your
Thank
lunch.
you. Yeah, see you in the afternoon. Okay.
Yeah, see you.